Jesus. I see that band. I'm a female ready. Think about where you've been and how far God has brought you now and give him the thanks this afternoon. Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM. A very special happy birthday going out to you, Elijah Quason of Dadiesu Government Hospital. It is your birthday. God bless you, coming in from Ernest. And also happy birthday going out to you, Martha Anyini of Graphic Communications Group. While you're at the adverts department, we're wishing you God's blessings and guidance in all you do. Happy birthday to you as well. And if you're headed out already, heading home, well, make sure that you make your day productive by relying on quality fuel when it comes to your car. You can get that from Goil. Goil is Ghana's #1. Ghana's 3-time CIMG Petroleum Company of the Year. Goil Super XP and Diesel XP are enhanced for strong engine performance, prolong the lifespan of your car in the process as well. Above all, you're guaranteed of extra quality of our fuel with our fuel analyzer on our mobile laboratory van as well. So get your money's worth every day by buying fuel and products and lubricants as well from any Goil service station in over, all the ranges of the country. 360 of them we have. Stop by anyone and experience good energy. Buy our Goil and grow Ghana. Goil good energy. Goil. Yenara Yedia. Cal Bank is excited to let you know that you don't need to have a bank account to spoil yourself. Now you can securely load funds for all your travel, pay for your goods and services online at any of your favorite shops. And what's more is, with Cal Bank prepaid bank, a prepaid card that is, you now have the perfect gift for that loved one. Unending spending options. It's just that simple. Walk into any Cal Bank branch today and request for your Cal Bank prepaid Visa card and your MasterCard and use it your own way as well. For more information, send us an email, customercare@calbank.net, or call us on our toll-free number 0800-500-500. Cal Bank, forward together. Malcolm has the grand furniture sale promo on. Enjoy between 10 and 50% discount on the entire range of home and office furniture. Exclusive offers you won't find again. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Malcolm, where Ghana shops. Drive time on Joy 99.7. Time to introduce my guest, my brother from another mother, the amazing brother that makes things happen when it comes to entertainment, from event management to production to PR to everything. He's one man. He's an actor too, but of late. The one and only George Quay is in the building. Welcome to Behind the Fame, my brother.
Thank you, Sammy Forson.
Great to have you, man. It's been long overdue.
You lost weight. Why? Did you decrease your pay?
Oh. No, it's healthy concerns,
Okay.
I want to be like you,
It's a long
not
way.
the height size, but
the height is presidential.
Well, George Quay is our guest on Behind the Fame, and George, let me start off on this footing. You've been stressed out a lot after the 20th edition of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Well, apart from the incident that marred the event, have all other situations been dealt with?
Well, the incident was the key takeout, unfortunately, but everything else is manageable. We're, God willing, if we are able to have another VGMAs next year, we all hope it will be better, because there have been key learnings for all parties involved, and definitely we can only get better.
I'm sure you
here.
guys have had a post-mortem.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely,
and
definitely.
where exactly did Charterhouse go wrong, and as well as on the part of the artist?
When you sit back and look at it, I'm sure in the lead up, you probably, if you follow us on social media, or you follow my boss, Mrs. Teresa Yoade, on social media, you would have seen some pictures with some of these artists, pictures with Sarkodie, pictures with Samini, pictures with Shatawale and all that. It was all part of the preparation to ensure that we had a very good event on the night, and these were, stakeholder, meetings that we sort of had with various artists. Stoneboy wasn't in town at the time, but we had all these stakeholder engagement with some of these acts and all that. And that aside, there were various briefing sessions with the artists. There were nominee letters. There were instruction manuals. There was a nominee briefing at Alisa Hotel. A lot went into it. And some would ask, oh, so did you anticipate something like this? Of course, everybody knows about the rivalry between BIM and SM, you know, and that was the main reason. If you noticed, they were put on all the events. I mean, they were on the nominees jam in Kumasi. There was no incident.
There was no encounter whatsoever backstage, nothing.
No, and they came back to back. I mean, Shatawale came right after that. Stonebwoy came. There was no problem.
Did they at any point meet and have a conversation?
Not that I know of. You know, when you're producing the event, you're not backstage. So I don't know what happened while they were backstage, because Shatawale was backstage for almost an hour. You know, he was calm. He sat down, waited. The fans just cheered on when he came on stage, did his thing. Stonebwoy came right after, also did his thing. There was no incident. Then we came to the Experience concert in Accra. Same. The only act that was in between them, I think, was Samini. This time round, Stonebwoy came first. Samini was Sarkodie. Stonebwoy came first. Sarkodie came after, and then Shatawale followed. Again, no incident. You know, so one would naturally believe that, oh, if these are outdoor concerts with all their fans, it's a free show and all that, and nothing went wrong, then of course, I mean, well,
on the part of security, what did the postmortem unveil, you know, on the security part?
Oh, well, naturally, moving into another year, you probably would have to work with another security company. That's important. And then also, you would have to it would be a little more uncomfortable for patrons. That is what would happen eventually. Because, again, you don't want to create the kind of an event where, you know, Sammy Forsen is there as a guest. You can't even turn your head. You're uncomfortable. Security men with bulky bodies looking all intimidating and fearful and all that. But if that's what we would have to do to ensure that patrons are safe and secure and comfortable, that's what we may have to do. So, yes, it may get a little... let me not use uncomfortable, but security may be a little tighter moving forward. But then again, we all need to realize the fact that what happened at the VGMAs is not the norm. I've heard people speak about, and there were scanners and all that. Sammy Forsen, in all honesty, tell me, which last event did you attend until the VGMAs? Which was the last event that you attended that you were scanned?
Not that I can remember.
And and if listeners can know that they've attended any event and they were scanned, we've had big events at the stadium. We've had big events even with the president in the sitting. You understand? So we shouldn't be in a hurry to make it look like this is the norm. Before 9/11, when you're traveling to the United States of America, I mean, you could go. It was easier. But after 9/11, it's no longer as simple. Things changed, you understand? It made it tougher for all of us. So, not to make any excuse for anybody, but like I said, it's a key learning for all of us. For an event company, I don't think any event house in this country engages more security than Charterhouse does. For the VGMAs this year, we'd usually use about 40, but this year we had a bigger venue, so we used about 80 plus 30 other ushers and all that.
So what has been agreed on moving forward as a business and as an award scheme, you know, to implement moving forward?
Oh no, definitely security measures would be a lot better. And like I said, people may feel a little uncomfortable. Oh, but why? Because look, in those days we could travel with our shoes. Now when you get to the airport, you have to take off your shoes. You understand? And all those things. So yeah, I mean, when some of these things happen, they wake all of us up. And I would entreat all event organizers out there. It's not just about Charterhouse. We've all had an opportunity to learn. Just as 9/11 opened the eyes of a lot of countries to make their security measures a little tighter. It's been a big learning curve for all of us. So we all need to be a bit more conscious when it comes to security and other related issues. And basically.
I believe you also speak for the VGMA board as well.
No, this year the VGMA board is Francis Duku and Dorinando. They speak for the board. I speak for the scheme itself.
Okay, but don't you think the decision? I mean, a lot of people have had that opinion that the decision to ban the two artists was a bit rushed. In your personal opinion, what do you think?
When you say rushed, are you saying people think it should have been like 3 weeks after then you banned them?
Oh, not necessarily, but also then again, I mean, there was a breach totally. I mean, Charterhouse equally takes up the blame for what happened that particular night.
Does that change the fact that when you submit to terms and conditions, punitive measures should not be taken when you violate those terms and conditions? Because right after the incident, the company did issue a press statement, and in the press statement, it did apologize, admit its fault, and all those things. And there are terms and conditions. I mean, you have managed, when you were managing Sarkodie, you filled the forms for him. You saw those terms and conditions in there. Once you append your signature, you submit to those terms and conditions. So when you say rushed, I'm asking myself that would the terms and conditions have changed had it been a year later, or should it have been 6 months later? Should it have been 3 months later, or should the company probably have waited for the court issue? You know, there's a case and cause, the state versus the two of them. Should the company or the board have waited for the court to finish its processes? If it would take 4, 5, 6 years, I want to understand rushed. Because I don't get that part.
Let me put it this way. Now that the two of them have come together, you know, and they're moving on to do, you know, shows together and all that, if a decision hadn't been taken by that time and this happened, would the scheme still want to appreciate
the terms and conditions don't change. The terms and conditions of the scheme don't change regardless. When you violate, you violate. Let me give you an example. Sammy Forson established the school. Sammy Forson Computer Institute. George Quay decided to attend. Sammy Forson said, you want to be a student in my institution, here are the terms and conditions. If you violate either of them, this is what would happen. George Quay went ahead to violate them. What should Sammy Forson do? I mean, what should Sammy Forson do? Maybe subsequently, because I remember when the board issued the punitive measures and the ban and everything else that followed, they also did add that there was going to be a mediation process that was going to start. That mediation process, regardless, the peace concert, everything should still go on.
Okay.
You understand? Because again, you should not lose sight of the fact that there are those that have even come out to say that, oh, they don't believe in this peace and everything. That is besides the point. The scheme has a system that it's following, and that mediation process would go on. Both parties have been engaged, and there will be a number of sit-down processes. And let me also say that our Minister for Tourism is deeply involved in this one, and a team has been put together to ensure that this mediation comes on. Stoneboy is currently out of the country. Shatawale was in Tamale over the weekend, you know. So that mediation process would go on, and of course, later on, closure will be brought to everything. And then we'll all know the best way forward.
Okay.
I mean, there's no bad blood with anybody whatsoever. Everything is fine.
Was it really necessary stripping the awards that were won by them that night?
Again, there are terms and conditions. I didn't draft them. You've been on the VGMA board before, and you know how the board does its things. I mean, if you're disciplining your child, it's your house. Your house has its rules. The rules and regulations should not be changed because this is your female child against your male child. I mean, we should treat everybody equally.
Okay.
Yeah.
23 minutes past 3 o'clock. My man George Quay in the hot seats, definitely behind the film right here on Draft Time on Joy. You can send in your questions and comments via WhatsApp 02443404437. Now, let's talk about the VGMA project in general. When did George Quay start directing the main awards night?
Let me say, not directing per se.
Or producing?
Producing and directing, they go hand in hand. It's a team, not just me. I joined Charterhouse in 2006. And when I joined, I understudied people like Fred Dako, Niaite Hammond, Rahim Senari. You know, these were the hands, of course, with Yola Yoade as the eye at the top, the yoga at the top, overseeing everything. And yeah, I learned from these people eventually. Then I think somewhere around 2012, if I'm not mistaken, that should be about 6 years later. Yeah, I got a bit deeper into it and then started taking key decisions as to who's performing, but of course, it needs to go down on records that I'm not the only one who does it. There's a whole team.
But you know, I mean, definitely, you're at the front. All right, you're at the front.
Well, the project lead, yes. But
how does it feel to be the project lead?
It's tough, but I'm blessed to have a very adorable young lady who makes it happen with me, Lorraine Boateng. She is. Without Lorraine, I don't think we can achieve much on the VGMAs. You don't hear her much, you don't see her much. But trust me, she probably does a lot more than I do. And then, of course, there was Niaite Hammond, and then the rest of the team. People like Apefam Fojo, Teresa herself doesn't sleep. There's people like Roland Adom, who is like the macho man on the project. He makes things happen. And then all those things that you see on TV, people
Yeah.
like John Gia or say Tutu Safo Kantanka or Flow Multimedia. So the team is large, and then all the creatives that you see on social media, there's Glory, there's Norbert, there's a very large team that makes a lot of things happen. You know, there's a team that is also managing the media, Khadija and the team, Judith, Irene comes in as and when she comes. So it's a large team. You just happen to hear my voice and see my face, but trust me, if I were removed today, that scheme would still run like I wasn't even there, because the team that is handling a lot of the things, it's way bigger than just George Quay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm sure you probably had sleepless nights leading to the main event itself, and what happened. You were on Hits FM, and you shed a few tears. What exactly were you in? What was the mood like? You know, at that particular point in time for you.
You know, when you know what you have cooked, when you know what you wanted to give the world, that particular event was not just about Ghana. It was not just about Ghanaian musicians. It was to make a statement across the globe, not just across the continent, because in Africa, you were being watched live in over 45 countries and across the world on a number of streams, all the way to Barbados and all that. I understand in some other countries, people had set up fun parks and stuff, and they were watching Ghana. And you knew what you had cooked. Stonebwoy himself was going to give a great performance. If you had seen Stonebwoy's performance that evening, if you had an opportunity to see Shatta Wale's performance that evening, if you had seen Dana Hamilton's performance that evening, if you had seen Koda's performance that evening, for that to happen, I mean, it was a little hard to take. And if you look back at what the team had to give, the sleepless nights, the energy, the creativity, the everything, you know, when you think back at what you didn't have an opportunity to present to the world, just because you wanted to make Ghanaian musicians look good. And I keep saying that if the VGM is as good, it is not Charterhouse that's looking good.
But do you think
it is Ghanaian musicians that are looking good?
Do you think a lot of these artists come to VGMA realizing that this is the platform that showcases us to the world, or they see it as just, you know, the biggest award scheme in our country? Do they feel it's an international award?
You tell me. You managed an artist. I do not know how musicians think. I have not managed any before. But when I look at the award that I have won before, which is the RTPs, when I look at it, I know very well when I'm entering that auditorium where the RTP holds, I see it as my World Cup. I mean, this is the only recognition that my country can give me. I don't think I'm going to get any order of the Star of the Volta or whatever, or maybe not anytime soon, but this is what I have.
Yeah.
So if I were a musician, I would hold this that dearly, because funny enough, sometimes when the nominees are released and African Artist of the Year categories are announced, sometimes it feels like some of these musicians from outside Ghana are even more interested than our own musicians. It feels that way because the way they call. Also, what can I do? Can my people vote? How can the people in my country partake? When can I come over? Don't worry, I'll cater for my own flight. I just want to be there. I want to perform. They are. But sometimes you don't get the same, and I'm choosing it carefully. Sometimes you don't get the same kind of, you know, desire from Ghanaian artists. I know they love it. I know they respect it. Maybe there's something that we are not doing right to make them want it a bit more. So maybe that's something worth looking into. Maybe a little think tank, an interaction with them. We did start some of these stakeholder engagements last year, and I think it would go forward so that we'll see how it can get better for them. Because really, it's not about me; it's about them.
Yeah, but definitely, I mean, I should commend Charterhouse on the preparations that I personally know of for the 20th edition. The kind of big names you guys got to come to Ghana to come and witness the event. You know, for starters and all that, and the world indeed was paying attention that very night. Moving forward, our plans are already cooking for the 21st edition.
Oh well, definitely. I mean, postmortems have been done, reports have been done. We're looking forward to a 21st anniversary, and we hope we're able to use that to make up for what we lost at the 20th.
Okay. Do we see a possible lifting of the ban by the 21st edition?
I do not know. You tell me. The mediation process is ongoing. Like I said, closure will be brought to everything. Who knows? It might end in the ban being lifted. It might end it might end in so many different ways. So let's all be optimistic. Let's all be hopeful. Again, you're disciplining. You're not killing. You understand me? The idea is not to cast them out and say, no, you can't be a part of it. The idea is to instill and maintain some order, because look, it is not just about the award scheme. There are brands involved. There are people involved. Ghana is involved. It is our flag that was going all over the world.
Definitely.
I mean, if the BBC was going to talk about the VGMAs, we would have loved the BBC to say, and Sarkodie won Artist of the Decade, and this person won Artist of the Year, and this song won Song of the Year, and this person won that. Oboba J, I don't forgot a lifetime. We don't want the BBC to say, and somebody pulled a gun. No, that isn't the kind of news we would want to be taken out. If other countries are going to report about the VGMAs, it should be in celebration of the great talents that we have in this country. That is the kind of reportage that we would want, not the negatives.
Okay. Well, I definitely foresee scanners at the next one, definitely. But anyway, it's Behind the Fame with George Quay. Now, let's get to know George Quay as a person. Now, you burst onto the scene as Abuaji in Taxi Driver. I personally never missed Taxi Driver. And we haven't seen much of you acting anymore, but you tell us exactly what happened to your acting career for starters.
To start with, I went to school. And you know, when you're in school, it's sometimes difficult going on sets to shoot because the recording takes a lot of time. So by going to school, the problems did start there. You wouldn't always be available to go on set and all that. Then by the time I was done with school, I had fallen in love with being behind the scenes than being on the scenes. Cause,
okay. Were you part of the drama troupe?
Well, after school, let me go back a bit.
Okay.
Your first encounter with me as far as acting is concerned was Taxi Driver, but prior to that, I'd featured on Chichikule.
Okay.
I acted as Rollins in Chichikule.
I see.
Yeah, that was my first acting experience. Prior to that, I believed I was going to be a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to date, some members of my family are disappointed, but it's all good. It's okay. You never know. Maybe we'll go back to
You
school
never
and
know.
do that.
You never know.
You know. So after that Rollins thing, I remember I was living in Kotobabi at the time. That evening that they showed the Chichikule, I got out. I was feeling cool. I thought, yeah, I've come on TV. So I deliberately walked through the neighborhood, but nobody recognized me. Nobody gave me. They know my myself. Nobody see me. I said, but which can't live with this one too, you know. Well, that was in GSS, an Association International. After that, we proceeded to the school, the most relevant school in Ghana.
Yeah. Which school is that?
You don't have to ask. There is only one school called The School.
For the sake of those that don't know.
Fanspam.
You will put the rush.
We don't have a choice. Yeah.
I see. So you attended Fanspam.
Fanspam, yeah.
Okay.
You can't say Infantipim.
Okay.
You're mentioning it like a fancy or like a local. You're mentioning it like a Ghanaian local.
But I'm a local Ghanaian.
No, Fanspam. Or you can simply say The School.
Okay. Fanspam.
No. You know, so when I entered Fanspam, I joined the drama club.
What was your nickname in school?
Which one?
In Fanspam.
The school. Apiscola.
Apiscola.
Yeah. A tiny scholar.
I see.
Yeah.
You're always first in class.
No, not really, actually. I don't know. Weren't first, that's why Henry.
So in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, we're managing there somewhere. You know, we're managing there somewhere.
I see.
Yeah, what I knew I was doing very well was debate. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, we had a crack team of debaters to the extent that sometimes when we appeared on the debate contest, they won't even debate again.
Okay.
Yeah, names like Alice Arthur, Leslie Anim, the rest of the squad. You know, it was a tight debate. That was what I was doing. So I joined the drama club. I joined the Writers and Debaters Club, the Cadets, Cultural Society.
Cadet.
Yeah, cadet.
I see.
Yeah.
You had plans of being in the military later on?
The height, no help. And we're doing some martial arts too on the side.
Martial arts?
Yeah.
Wow. You did a bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
What didn't you do?
Let me see. I think there was a science club. I didn't join them. Then my intelligence didn't catch that far. But I was in the Family Life Education Club as well.
I see.
And the Historical Society, the Cultural Society. You know.
Were you a prefect at the point?
Yes, I was entertainment prefect, and I was also the house prefect.
Okay.
The first in the history of Ansbem School to wear two badges at the same time.
I see.
Yeah. So
CEO
entertainment
and managing director.
correct. So yeah, I started acting there, won the best there was this student drama festival they used to do in the central region. I won for central region, then I won the national one as well. I won for Fansperm School, I won a number of awards there. So I figured
Great.
acting was me.
Right.
So after school, I went to the School of Performing Arts. I wanted to go to NAFTI. Old boy didn't agree. So I went to the School of Performing Arts, University of Ghana. Long story there too.
But how hard or easy was it for you to convince him to go to acting school instead of being a lawyer? Because that was what they were expecting of you.
Yes, that was what they. Well, I was lucky. His schoolmate had been Professor Martin Owusu. He's also a mover, And so they had discussed it at some point, and he had agreed because Prof. Martin Owusu at the time was the director at the School of Performing Arts. So they just had a chat, said okay, fine, so he can come. So I went there. And then graduated. Let me flex more. First class. It's okay.
First class.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked.
Oh, we try. After that, in those days, Legon vacation, you travel small, go and sweep a bridge more international anyway.
Oh, you had that experience as well?
Oh, yes. We did that, yeah.
I see.
Me and Bulari used to meet at Walthamstow Central.
You and Bulare?
Yeah, we used to meet there's a joint there in Walthamstow Central. We'll tell that story another day.
Oh, you give us a bit of
it.
No.
We'll tell that story another day. Yeah. There was a mutual friend of ours called Kweku Chebwedu that lived there.
Okay.
In those days, if you don't have papers, you got to use somebody's NI card to work. I was using Kweku Chebwedu to work. So sometimes you can be at the place working, the white man shouting, "Hey, Kweku." That's not my name, so I don't even know it's me you're calling. But I'll be the one to take work, so challenge for manager like that.
Interesting. At which point did you probably say, you know what, this is not for me, let me just come back to Ghana?
No, we didn't. I didn't stay totally. After Legon, I needed to make a choice, to go or to stay. But I was in love at the time, so I stayed, and so I decided to stay. And I remember initially I had gone to inform one of my mentors there, Richard Prempe, owner of Village Communications, that I wanted to leave. So, Brian, you know. So I did my national service at Village Communications. At Village Communications, I learned almost everything. I learned how to handle the camera. I learned how to produce, how to script, how to direct. How to edit, how to do almost everything. I worked on a number of projects with the Village Communications, a lot of documentaries, a lot of television experiences. Then I was there when Bulldog came to join me there. Our own Bulldog, Shatawale's manager Bulldog.
I see.
Then Bulldog left me there, joined Charterhouse. Then Charterhouse needed a copywriter. Bulldog spoke to them. I was invited. So then I started working at Charterhouse too. So
did you have to audition or it was just
no,
right away?
I remember the day Mr. Philip Aizu called me. He just said, "Okay, this is George Quay. Okay, I hear you can do this. Then do you have some works that I can look at?" I said, "Yeah." I took my works there. We looked at it, and here we are today.
I see. So for how long did you do Taxi Driver for?
Taxi Driver was right after secondary school.
Okay.
Before Legon. I remember after secondary school, I joined David Donto's Cozy Theatre Company.
Okay.
With my very good friend Sani Ibrahim, my Kotobabi partner. We joined David Donto's Theatre Company, and then one day they brought an audition notice that Village Communications was looking for, actors for this program.
Okay.
So we went. I remember when we got there were, a lot of people. It was a long queue. Long queue. But we still waited. I got to my turn. When I got to my turn, I remember the first question they asked, what's your name? I mentioned my name. So what do you do? I told them what I had just done. I just finished secondary school. I'm a member of Cozy. And so what brings you? I said, no, don't waste your time. Let everybody else go. I'm the one you've been looking for. And apparently that was the kind of person they wanted. I said, okay. So I did not even get to read a script or do an audition like everybody else. They said, okay, go home, we'll call you. So I thought they were even upset. Emmanuel Apia was the director at the time.
Okay.
So I went home. About 3 days later, phone rang. I picked it up. And the first question was, can you speak Twi? Around that time, my Twi wasn't very good, but I said yes.
Okay.
And then we went on location, and the rest, as they say, is history.
I see. How did you manage the thing that came with it?
Unlike the Chichikule one, this one people noticed me after the very first appearance because they thought, who is this rude, troublesome, a frum, crassing boy that has been brought on TV. And people didn't even think I was educated. I remember first day Kojo Datsun met me. I think we had a meeting, and when I got to my turn and I spoke, he was shocked I could speak English. And so people thought I was actually that person they had seen on TV. It was fun. It was exciting. Around that time, man didn't have a lot of money, so we're still taking taxi and trotro, small managing. Then some big break came. Again, we were called to audition for another movie. It was a movie being funded by the European Union with support from some German program for the European Union and Avista Film and Brainpool. It was called Anansi. We shot in Ghana, Morocco, Germany, and Spain. And when man came back, man could buy a car. So
man could buy a car.
Yeah.
I see.
So things changed from then.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, your questions can come through WhatsApp 0244340437. George Quay, are you a romantic guy?
We have to ask my wife.
No, because there's one song that you like a lot. I don't know whether
These are the times.
whether you broke a girl's heart with this song or something. I don't know.
No, These Are the Times is deep. I mean, when you listen to the lyrics, it's deep. And everybody who has a special woman in his life needs to listen to These Are the Times by Drew Hill. And from time to time, you should just play it.
Okay, sing along.
Oh, really? It's taking everything in me. Out to kiss you all around and feelings I feel my thumb.
Joy 99.7. Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7. Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7. Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7.
On Joy 99.7 FM. George Quay is in love with this song. What are some of the memories that come along with this song for you?
Oh, you really don't want to go there.
Was there a particular lady in your life at that time, or
No, not really. At some point in my life, I thought I'd be a musician.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, I was actually rapping in GSS. My big brother just sent me a message to remind me of something. He said, do you remember the morning Auntie B? Auntie B was my mother, God bless her. So I had to rush to your room because you were playing Muddy Muddy Cry, thinking you had smuggled a lady inside. You know, Muddy Muddy Cry by what is it? What's his name? Oh, that song. Love, we can't take it no more. Everybody was.
I see.
You know. I just loved music. So I could sing a lot of songs. I could rap. You know, this is not. When it comes to slow jam, this Drew Hills, These Are the Times. Then there is She Meant Me by Mark Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah, She Meant Me is actually a song that every time I hear it, my wife comes to mind, because a lot of everything that I am today actually is because of my wife. She pushes me.
Who is Alicia?
Who is Alicia? Alicia, I don't know any Alicia.
You
Alicia
know-
Keys?
I do know her.
No, Alicia Keys is a musician.
Who is Alisa?
Alisa. I don't know any Alisa.
You don't know.
I know
Whitney,
Alisa
watching men,
Hotel.
so I should ask you who is
Oh,
Alisa.
no, my Whitney. Don't mind Whitney. It's a long story. Whitney, when she mentions Alisa, she's talking about my wedding and a few other things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Now,
know, she had promised to book Alisa Hotel for my wife and I, but it never happened. So every time I see her, I say, where's my Alisa? Yeah.
all right. Well, George Quay is my guest on Behind the Film. Loads of messages coming in. We'll get to them pretty shortly. But remember how stress-free it was when you signed your first life policy. Now, I want to tell you about one company that's making sure that whenever the situation where you have to leave, the service of this earth happens, you want to make sure that your family and your children are taken care of. At Enterprise Life, we believe that tomorrow is not promised, but a claim paid in time saves lives. Well, claims paid in time will ensure your child's education is not put on hold. A life cover paid in time will guarantee your family continues to live at an advantage even in your absence. And a funeral expense paid in time will not only reduce the burden on your family, but will also guarantee you discount on services from transactions to funeral people as well. So you want to call Enterprise Life today and make sure that they get you on board, because you will be at an advantage. You can call them on 030-708-4444. That's 030-708-4444. Send them an email as well, customerservice.live@enterprisegroup.com.gh. Like us on Facebook and Instagram as well, or visit any of our offices nationwide. Enterprise, your advantage. If you're tired of internet that jumps from 3G to 4G to 2G like it can't make up its mind, well, jump on board and get Surfline. It's true 4G LTE for grown-ups. Stop that bouncing from 2G to 3G and then get your constant 4G LTE internet you truly deserve. Grab a Surfline 4G LTE MiFi device from any of their shops today and you get 10 gig of data when you sign up, and also 5 gig of data on your first top-up. Call Surfline on 0302-745-777. That's 0302-745-777. Do note, Surfline is expanding to your area, so get on board today and you'll be in for one mega deal. It's about time you join the network that doesn't seesaw, and that's yours truly. It is Surfline. Tickets are selling real fast for Uncle Bo White's latest play, I Want Your Wife. It shows at the National Theatre on the 6th, 7th, 13th, and 14th of July from 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. daily. From now to the 16th of June, you have early bird tickets selling for only 60 Ghana cedis. Saves you some 20 Ghana cedis that you can use for that ice cream. Get your tickets at Joy FM, Bachona and Hachitoto, Motorway Supermarket, Shell Shops at airports, Dansuman, Sakaman, East Legon, at Chimota, Tema Community 11, Frankie's, as well as Sakaman Guel, Mile 7 Supermarket, Mile 7 Guel, I beg your pardon, and Quick and Fine Supermarket opposite UPSA. For WhatsApp, send a message to 050-554-6030 as well. For details, inquiries, and deliveries. It's probably sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans, Kush Fruit Juice, Old Mutual Life Assurance Company Limited, as well as Maxmat Fund House. Media partners, Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy News, Joy Prime, Adom TV, Praise TV, SBN TV, myjoyonline.com, adomonline.com, primenewsgh.com, pulse.gh.com, ghanaweb.com, as well as Gold Street Business. Not forgetting Daily Guide, BNFT, and Logistic Movers, and DDP Outdoor. Roman Productions, be the difference. Well, if you're a customer of Bank of Africa Ghana Limited, then this is for you. We're currently updating our records for all our customers, and we know probably you've changed your phone number, your home address, your email, or even your status. Yes, we know that's happened. So we want to make sure we serve you better. So give us your latest updates. You can download the customer service customer update forms, load it onto our website, boaghana.com, for easy access. Download and complete the form and drop it off at any BOA branch near you. You can also come by any branch. Make sure you bring your team numbers with you when you're coming, and we'll just update whatever information has changed regarding your situation and even serve you better. Bank of Africa assures every information is protected by the Data Protection Act of 2012, Act 843, and it will not be diverged to any third party as well. For more information, call us on 0302429333 or 024-433-8226. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group and as close as a partner. My guest is George Quayle on behalf of the film right here on Drive Time on Joy 99.7 FM. All right, so let's talk about some of the major projects you've worked on in your experience so far. What are some of the big projects you've worked on?
That's a lot. I remember my first major project. Well, let me start from Village Communications. My first major project was you remember the distance learning English for GSS? There used to be a program like a President's Special Initiative.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to produce the drama on that one with Nayeli Adefiu and all those actors and actresses from Soul Clinic International School. Then after that, from Charterhouse, my first major project was Stars of the Future. You know Stars of the Future, the music-related TV show that discovered Adina, Ifia, Iron Logan, Wiala.
So you were the head producer or director?
I was a producer for that one.
Okay.
I produced Stars of the Future. Then, of course, I also work on the VGMAs. I have worked on Miss Malaika before, and then, of course, television was part of the team that established the GH1 television network, the station. And then, of course, we grew programs like The Pundits, Tales from the Powder Room, and a couple of others. A number other documentaries, other shows, international music concerts. Chris Brown live in Ghana, Akon live in Ghana, P Square in Ghana. So many of them.
I see.
It's a very, 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 very tall list. And of course, the Night of a Thousand Laughs comedy series as well. The comedy series and a couple of others. Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of people want to know, how did you move from Village Communications and end up at Charterhouse?
I did mention that earlier. I told you I was working with Bulldog at Village Communications.
Okay, so
Then
Bulldog is the one that led you in.
Well, yes, he mentioned. Yeah, he recommended me, and then they invited me. I went for the interview, went through the entire process, and here we are today.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
so how do you sum up your experience at Charterhouse so far?
We're still learning. We learn new things every day. As I did say earlier, even this faux pas at the VGMAs this year was a major learning curve for all of us. So every day is an opportunity to learn something new, and that's what we keep doing at Charterhouse. All of us, from group CEO right down to the security man, we learn new things every day, and we have Ghana to thank for all the new things that we learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
At a point, I don't know if you actually left, but you became the PR of Men's Gold.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you leave Charterhouse at that point?
I left, and I did not leave because even when you speak to Charterhouse, they will tell you that even at that point that I officially was supposed to have left, my office was still there, and I was still in my office every day.
Okay.
I was there every single day, and so that's what it was. I did leave.
Okay,
but I did not leave completely.
We would speak about the Men's Gold issue later, but
why, you have your money there?
Oh no. But do you see? I mean, you're one of the longest serving employees of Charterhouse. I mean, do you see? I foresee that though. But do you foresee yourself becoming CEO sometime?
It's something we can discuss if they can afford me. If they can afford me, it's something we can discuss.
What does it take to afford George?
It takes a lot because currently I'm also CEO of Image Bureau. which is a communications advisory. For example, over the weekend we had some.
That's something you
trainings.
own.
Yes, that's something I own.
Okay.
With a couple of about 2 other people.
Okay.
And we do communications training, brand building works, and all that. There's a number of things that we've outlined for the years going forward. There's also Playpack, which is also mine. It's also a theater, company of a sort.
I see.
Where we do small theater productions, some adverts here and there, some documentaries here and there.
But isn't that a bit of a conflict of interest since you're
no,
still
it is
Charterhouse?
It is not.
I see.
The things we do, it's not Charterhouse level. Charterhouse is way up there. Those things there, and we do a lot of charity, especially with Playpack. We do a lot of charity stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of charity stuff. Sometimes you see maybe orphanages and stuff like that. They also deserve some entertainment. So once in a while you get a few people together, entertain some orphanage. You don't make any money from that. It's not a thing that you expect to make any money from. It's just to put a smile on the face of some needy child somewhere or somebody. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's stay on Charterhouse for a bit longer. How would you say Charterhouse has impacted your life as a person and as a brand?
A lot, very positively. Because it's not easy transiting from the actor that people knew to whatever I may be today, and I have Charterhouse to thank for that, because they did give me an opportunity to express myself in the area of communications, which was what I decided to do after acting. When I crossed over from acting, I did go behind the scenes as a writer, producer, director, but at some point I decided to be a communicator, and I went back to Legon to do a master's in communication.
Okay.
And they did give me an opportunity to communicate for them, because I was not hired by Charterhouse, or I wasn't employed to be a communicator for Charterhouse. I was employed as a copywriter.
Okay.
But eventually the firm did give me that opportunity to step in those shoes, and as to whether or not I performed creditably, that would be up to them to say. But I have them to thank for the communicator that I have become. Because anytime I grant an interview, when I go back, we post-mortem, we break it apart. What could you have said differently? What could you have done? And then sometimes even before you go, you are sat down, they'll throw the questions at you, try. If they ask you this, answer it this way. So it's a lot of, learning. And I have Mr. Yola, Yade, Teresa, and Philip to thank for that.
You seem to have communications on your heart as well.
Yeah.
And I believe that, you were attracted to Men's Gold, and then in the face of controversy, you literally bolted.
I didn't bolt. I was attracted to Men's Gold by the controversy. I like challenges. A lot of people would
So when did you sign up for the job at Men's Gold?
Take your time, let me. Well, at the onset of the problems.
Okay.
And the initial plan was to manage both, because Nana Pia Mensah did not want me to leave Charterhouse. That was not his plan. He sort of wanted me to consult for them, help see them through the crisis, and then, but it was a lot of work there. And we were also getting into December. It was 2 hot plates that you could not hold in both hands at the same time. So I needed to put one down.
But don't you think that in the midst of that controversy, that's when you were needed the most?
Yes. But then again, when what you want to do is beginning to affect other people that are dear to you, if it were just about me, a single man, not a lot of friends, not a lot of people know you, it would have been okay. But when customers, and rightly so, customers wanted the investment back, and you are a face that they know. If it were just me, that customers was, hey Charlie, look, I want my money, you. If I see you, this, it were just me, it would be okay. But when it started stretching, it started extending to my friends and family.
Why
then
did
I
you
needed
feel
to
threatened?
Not just feel.
Your life was in danger.
Yes, it was tough at some point. And like I said, if it were just me, I would have tolerated it. I would have dealt with it. But when it started stretching to people that I cared for, people that I loved, people that people knew me, I had family members who didn't even know the companies that I worked for or what I do.
But
then they'll be calling me and saying, Niema, but
George,
people were not getting it.
George, don't you feel Nana Pia Mensah is disappointed in you?
No, he isn't. Because before I moved away, we had an extensive discussion, and he himself, there was evidence of some messages, threatening messages that have been sent to me, sent to friends of mine and all that. I did share some of them with him, and he himself agreed that, then perhaps it's best I step down so that when things calm down. And we're still hopeful that one day things may calm down. We're still cool. The management of Men's Gold and I, we're still friends. From time to time, we talk. It's okay. Yeah.
All right, we'll continue with this right after the news. Let's head straight for the news at 4. Enes Menu joins me. Enes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sammy. Joy headline news at 4. And coming up, IGP in Kumasi with officials of the Canadian High Commission as the search for the 2 kidnapped Canadian women intensifies. Municipal authorities in Chirpone step up security at exam centers where students writing their BCE, and opposition NDC says it will embark on development projects to lift Ghanaians out of poverty as it launches its 27th anniversary. My name is Ernest. We know the details now. Inspector General of Police David Asante Apietu is in the Ashanti region with officials of the Canadian High Commission as the search for the 2 kidnapped Canadian women intensifies. An Uber driver who witnessed the incident has been assisting police with investigations, but there's no sign of the girls yet, even though the police assures all is being done to find the 2 who went missing last week. Ohim Interior has the latest.
IGP is in charge of security in the country, so because of the sensitive nature of the kidnapping of the 2 women, has to come all the way to Kumasi and to receive briefing from the regional police command, especially the investigative team that have been on this beat. He was in the company of the Canadian Deputy High Commissioner, and the 2 of them received briefing from the police.
My colleague Ohim Interior there. Municipal authorities in the northern regional town of Chirpone have stepped up security at exam centers where students are writing their BCE. It comes after the students expressed concern about their security following clashes there. As more than 500,000 candidates sit the BCE, some students have been speaking to Joy News about the expectations so far.
We expected something difficult, but then when we got there, we saw that everything was easy. It was on our level, so we were able to write it.
I wasn't tense when I started.
And how was it like for you?
It was so easy.
What are you expecting?
I'm expecting that all the other subjects will be so easy for us.
And you have some BC candidates speaking with Joy News. The opposition NDC says it will embark on development projects to lift Ghanaians out of poverty. This is part of what the party describes as a revitalization exercise towards election 2020. According to National Vice Chairperson of the party, Sherry Aite, the NDC is on record to have brought 70% of development to the country and its people. At an event to launch the 27th anniversary celebration of the party, Madam Aite admonished party folks to be fearless and committed to their resolve to wrestle power next year.
How are we going to implement our social democratic philosophy so that we can make Ghana a great nation? We are fearless and nobody can intimidate us. We have existed since 27 years, and if you look at the development in this country, NDC, we have contributed 70% of development in this country. So we want to tell the people that we are geared to move forward.
And the theme for the 27th anniversary of the NDC is revitalization of the NDC for Victory 2020, targeting effective branch organization. Education Minister Matthew Poku-Prempeh has been named the best minister according to a survey conducted by some senior lecturers at the Political Science Department at the University of Ghana. The study, conducted in all 275 constituencies, revealed NDC MPs are doing better than their NPP counterparts. Respondents in these constituencies were dissatisfied with MPs' performance when they were asked on how often they visit, the number of people they've employed, and whether they explain government policies to the community. Dr. Isaac Mensah is a lead researcher and senior lecturer at the Department of Political Science.
This study is not about what they do at the floor of the House or representation on TV stations and the rest. This is about what their constituents see them in terms of employment, in terms of explaining government policies, in terms of visit. But one key factor that came out clearly is that people are not happy with the fact that MPs don't visit them, especially in Greater Accra region, which is very close to their respective constituencies. But they are the main people who are not visiting their constituents at the end of the day. And this is quite worrisome, and it's disrespectful to the people in the constituency.
And you have the lead researcher and senior lecturer at the Department of Political Science, Dr. Isaac Mensah. An investigation by Environmental Justice Foundation and Hyenin Puano has revealed massive depletion of fish stocks from Ghana's waters, threatening Ghana's fishing industry. The report reveals Chinese industrial trawlers sell their unwanted bycatch, including several depleted small pelagic fishes, to canoes at sea, which is illegal under Ghana's fisheries law. They say this is resulting in Ghana losing about $50 million a year. The non-governmental organization, however, blamed the increasing phenomenon on failed leadership. Here's the executive director of Hyenin Puano, Kofi Adoga.
The issue of psycho is a big issue, but psycho is only a symptom of a problem. The bigger problem is leadership failure. All those people who have been put in leadership positions to manage the fisheries over the last many years have failed us. If the law says that we are not supposed to do fish transshipment, why do we allow some fishermen to do this thing with impunity? That is the problem. Once we begin to make it an activity that is not in the interest of the country, then it means that we are winning the war. But if we leave fishermen to have their own way and clean up the sea, a time will come where we will not have any fish in the sea. Unity, that is the problem. Once we
And that's the Executive Director of Hyenin Puano, Kofi Adoga, ending the headline news at 4. I'm Ernest Mino. We are back at 5 with more news.
You are tuned in to your Super Hits Radio, Joy 99.7. Stay with us.
Hey, my mother, she's wild though. She'll bargain for everything. Tomatoes, she'll bargain. Fools, she will bargain. Even in shops where they've written the price on the thing, she'll go and see the manager and bargain. Hey, babe. That's why me too. I love a good deal. And the Samsung Galaxy A series, that's a great deal. From as little as 380 Ghana cedis, you can get the Galaxy A2 core with 5-inch display screen, a buzzing phone, and a free gift. If you love bargains, you will love this.
Take advantage of our great deals with the Samsung Galaxy A series with bigger, brighter infinity display. Enter any Samsung outlet and walk out with a Samsung Galaxy A10 at 699 cedis, A20 at 899 cedis, A30, A50 or A70 at a bargain price you will love. Terms and conditions apply.
Darling, I have to go around today paying bills. I was at my banks to get my statements. So much to do, so my bruh.
I didn't know you'd be account to a GT Bank. To see the GT Bank star 737 hash service, and the Mecom account to my pretty. GT Bank amanya maye easy cra. Because I'm running my account from my mobile phone, so yeah, Obanchi crowd me pretty GT Bank account also.
Wow.
Meet me be account for from house see how my mobile phone is so. Make sure star 737 hash.
Star 737 hash.
Hashi me dear.
Initiate account opening, make inquiries, buy credit and transfer monies to your friends and family all on your mobile phone. You can also make payments for DSTV, Surfline, water and electricity bills in the comfort of your homes, offices, and everywhere. This is simple banking for every Ghanaian. Just dial star 737 hash and follow the prompts. For further assistance, call our toll-free line 0800 124 000.
Guaranteed Trust Bank.
Guaranteed Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
It's here again. The Ghana National College, in conjunction with the Ghana National College All Students Association, Nananum presents the 71st anniversary of the Ghana National College under the theme Delivering Quality Education for Transformational Leadership. The anniversary will take place from the 7th of June to the 16th of June. Highlights of the events are as follows. Friday, June 7, 5th NPMNS lecture. Time is 5 p.m. Venue, British Council Hall, Accra. Friday, 14th, Nananum Inspire. Time, 10 a.m. Venue, Osajifo Ceremonial Grounds. Nananum AGM. Time is 3 p.m. Venue, GNC Library. Saturday, June 15, 71st Speech and Prize Given Day. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Osajifo Ceremonial Grounds. Joint lunch is at 1 p.m. Venue is the Dining Hall, GNC. Nananum Night will be at 6 p.m. Venue, Capitol Hill Hotel, Cape Coast. Sunday, June 16th. Remembrance and Thanksgiving service. Time is 8 a.m. Venue, Osajifo Ceremonial Grounds, GNC. This event is proudly powered by the 1959, 1969, 1979, 1989, 1999, and the 2009 year groups. Gonna call Pro Patria.
Kwame, what's up here? My brother, my wife has been diagnosed with cancer. What? My brother is here with kidney disease too. Oh, yeah.
Do you know the World Health Organization estimates that over 16,000 new cases of cancers are diagnosed annually in Ghana, and kidney diseases account for 10% of all medical admissions to Kolebu?
But thanks to Glyco-Critical Illness Plan, GSIP, I have spent over 20,000 Ghana cedis on my younger brother's disease. Yeah. What is GSIP?
Glyco-Critical Illness Plan, GSIP, provides you with financial support when diagnosed with any critical illness or dread disease such as cancers, strokes, kidney failures. Speak to GlycoLife today on 0302-218-500 for your GSIP policy. It is definitely in our interest to survive. GlycoLife, we cushion you for life.
Enjoy fast, affordable, and dependable 4G service in Accra and Tema, in your office, home, or on the go. Contact Telesol today on 0302-221-658 or 9 or 0303-975-342 or 4, or our website telesol4g.com, or send us an email through enquiry@telesol4g.com. Telesol 4G, just a touch.
Reach beyond the stars. Central University is your best choice for undergraduate and graduate education. Apply now for a degree in communication studies, economics, law, nursing, civil engineering, architecture, computer science, information technology, theology, and doctor of pharmacy. You can also enroll in our MBA with various specializations. Call now on 0303-318-583. Visit our website at central.edu.gh for more information. At every point in our lives, we all need a partner that understands our needs and makes our happiness a priority. Bank of Africa is one that is always close to you. As a partner, creating convenient and innovative banking products to make lives easier. We have a wide range of personal, SME, and corporate banking products to satisfy every business, including loan products for business and individuals. Bank of Africa gives you access to your money and account anytime, anywhere, with various e-products that provide you absolute convenience and always offers you the best of customer service experience. Choose Bank of Africa today and enjoy a partnership that always makes life easy with rich and diversified range of products and services tailor-made for you. Bank of Africa, strong as a group, close as a partner.
Promo way there, I had the Sabi Gusu Yusumi Mumuno. If you say MTN Echimachedia, Edia to table. Brand new Samsung 65-inch UHD Smart TV. And a brand new 2019 Hyundai. And a fee 3,000 Ghana. You should say mono. MTN Momo. Still, Misaka, the journey of 1,000 smiles. Yashasya 10 years ago. And to celebrate this milestone, MTN give you away exciting prizes in the MTN Momo Attend promo. Yeah, you use Momo. No, you could win one of the 2019 Hyundai i10 cars. Yes, some Samsung Smart TVs for baby. And they up to 3,000 CDs e-cash every month. And a grand prize, 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe in the MTN Momo Attend promo. Into signing on and they keep using your MTN Momo. Now when you big, if it's August, only on Ghana's best network. Dial *120#. Now check your points. Terms and conditions apply. Just Momo 8. We're there for you everywhere you go.
The stage is set for West Africa's most prestigious awards that celebrate distinguished men who shaped Ghana and Africa. Bigger, better, and more exciting. The 4th Annual Emmy Africa Awards, in partnership with the Commonwealth, with support from the Multimedia Group, comes to you live from the Kimpiski Hotel on Saturday, 22nd June 2019. Visit EmmyAfrica.com or at Emmy Africa on all social media handles for more information. Platinum sponsor, Glenfiddich Whiskey, the world's most awarded single malt Scotch whiskey. Silver sponsors, Nasco Electronics, Arosha Ghana, Allianz Insurance, Investor Hub, Silver Star Auto Limited, Specialized Mineral Water, supported by EY Ghana and M Pedigree, powered by Carbon AV and EM Magazine. For inquiries and table reservations, us. Call 020-201-8870. Emmy Africa Awards, celebrating the Men of the Year, inspiring greatness.
My brother, my friend. Give me 5. So, family planning is simple like that.
Simple, Keke. It is pure peace of mind. Now my wife and I can plan to have our next child without unnecessary thinking after every, And we are looking and waiting until the last born can walk and even run around before planning for the next child.
We are also saving towards expanding my wife's shop while we wait small for our baby lad.
Of course, it is said that a man does not dive deep
before he takes in a deep breath.
Boomski to family planning.
Speak to your health provider today to help you choose the family planning method that best suits you and your partner. With family planning, you can have the number of children you want and when you want them. Good life, live it well. It's an everyday thing. This message is brought to you by the Ghana Health Service, USAID, and partners.
The time is now. Yes, it's the time to get a loan for the way you live and get a highly competitive rate on your loans. You can get the cash to buy whatever you want with an unbeatable loan from your preferred bank. So say General Ghana. Don't waste any time. You deserve a better bank. Just step into any branch today or call 0302-214-314 to find out more. And remember, the promotion ends on 30th June 2019. As usual, terms and conditions apply.
The human brain makes a million decisions every minute. What time to leave work, what route will be faster to take home, the highway or the shortcut is all very exhausting and you haven't started the car yet. Give your mind a rest and with one less decision to think about. Your fuel, Shell Fuel Save, are regular fuels designed by Shell scientists to last longer at no extra cost. Now you can make more rounds with the same amount of fuel you buy. Fill up today with Shell Fuel Save.
A great journey lies ahead of us all, but we all have different paths carved out for us. When choosing your path, make sure you choose a partner you can trust, a partner with integrity who will always stand with you and give you the support you need when you need it. No matter who you are and where you are in your journey in life, you are very significant and so is the path you're on. Consolidated Bank Ghana cherishes financial security as much as you do and shares the same values as you, and that is why we are the right financial partner to stand with you. We are now one of the largest banks in Ghana and we are ready to partner and work with you. CBG, we stand with you.
The recent test shows your cholesterol level has normalized. You've stopped eating those fatty foods, eh?
Doc, in Chichirina. Oh, I've reduced it significantly.
That's very good.
Mara made change in my diet input. I now eat beans, garden eggs, okra, and the likes.
Really nice.
And when I cook with oil, I add required amounts of Frital vegetable oil to taste. It's a cholesterol-free oil and fortified with vitamin A.
Well done, Madam Achiba.
She. Mara Mabino. Mabin Dread. Enjoy great tasting meals with Frital, your cholesterol-free cooking oil fortified with vitamin A. Frital. Love your food, love your life. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
What? Rush hour. It's 4:15 p.m. You just realized you haven't sent mom the money. Hey, you need to get to the bank and fast. You hop in a Trotsky. Hey, traffic. Okay, Okada, too risky. And finally, when you get to the bank, oh, too late. It's closed. But don't worry, Fidelity Bank says, I dare here. Fidelity Bank has over 1,500 agents across the country, located in every neighborhood. Even if you can't make it to the bank, it's no big deal. Our agents will sort you out. You can make withdrawals, deposit, transfer, check your account balance, open a Fidelity Smart account, and more. Just look out for the agents in your hood. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
It's time to celebrate your amazing father. And what better way than to get him something he will absolutely love? So, for Father's Day, get your dad that cool and crisp, ready-to-wear shirt from Udine and watch the smile spread over his face. What's more, you could receive a great gift from us when you get that shirt for your dad. Give back to your dad this Father's Day with Udine. Terms and conditions apply.
Udine, le créateur.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music. Joy 99.7 FM. Keep this frequency clear.
Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM. Joy 99.7 FM.
Debia wishe meni mana miyem na mini musewodonti. Ni atati ama ya pimpam kuntu hane konechi ya yenchi. Achichidia wode boko na beko na woni musewonka kwentimfi. Nti mesere fa wonto mabo media no na yemba mpesie kakrebi na yendi. Edi twemo wa wo hwene ya mefe. Fema no wana me jimi abete jeje me so na woni musewonko na mepe. Be chance ye pe wa chenyenne. Buya makume muhimme atana nyumwe Odama kume nyina wonkwa adwindwini ya jojonkwa abere huane ya tetenkwa Odama kume nyina wonkwa adwindwini ya jojonkwa abere huane ya tetenkwa Odama kume nyina wonkwa yeah. What else? One more me horns.
Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM.
Otemase, metenase, wodi emache, odomu tatashe, ahomache, natawole bonase. Ese wodobra, wase miramate, woni muye. Enkomode, the hunti mempemba, yesimi ye homo se. The two mania, me who wanna pet, me home bar piece, so one on me sene pe. Baby, you know that you the one. Hold on for me, I check me who's a hamatan. Matone Cinderella, now up to me Peter Pan. Ya we hear the crime, me ya wodomu afarijan. Sicilia, when near Efatao, we share me na fosi bin a shame na mini bow. It is a now what I see, I'm into me how, or does have for any crowd.
99.7. Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7. Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7.
Joy 99.7 FM. That's music from Sako there. Taking off the album Merits, the title track. Still having a great conversation with my brother. I don't know George Quay. Yes, we're having a great conversation this afternoon. But let me let you know some great news from Puma. Puma has introduced the Puma card. It's a Visa-enabled fuel card that enables you to instantly unlock discounts at the pump as well. It means every time you use your Puma card to buy fuel at a Puma energy service station, you save money. Yes, you save money. Our modern point of sale POS terminals allow you to purchase fuel via mobile money from all networks, and this is the first on the market. It's available only at all Puma branded service stations across the country. Just provide a valid ID card and sign up in less than 5 minutes at any Puma service station as well. You don't need to go to the bank to top up your Puma card. You can top up at any Puma energy service station nationwide as well. You want to guess what as well? Well, you get to enjoy instant giveaways when you sign up. So you want to do that now while stocks last. Get your Puma card today. Puma card, cash-free convenience. And you can always do a lot more with some extra cash, can't you? You want to go on that vacation, make that purchase, finish that project, or just save it all for tomorrow? Well, we can make things happen with some extra cash. That is why NLA has introduced Lucky 3, an exciting new way for you to win big every day. Simply choose your lucky 3 numbers, each number between 0 to 9, and enjoy the excitement of winning up to 300 times your stake every 10 minutes, and that's up to about 500,000 Ghana cedis in the jackpot weekly as well. Yes, you win every 10 minutes each week by simply selecting 3 lucky numbers out of 10. You want to pick up your phone right now and dial star 987 hash on MTN and Airtel Tigo. Follow the prompts and play from 2 Ghana cedis and above via mobile money to stand a chance of winning every 10 minutes. And in the grand weekly jackpot showing live on TV3 this and every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Reach us 24/7 by dialing star 987 or simply WhatsApp us on 020-756-6428 as well. Or log on to the website lucky3.need#NLA.com as well. Alright, so you want to make sure you log on now. Get lucky, be lucky, and make things happen as well. Lucky 3 is powered by Need in partnership with the National Lottery Authority. Terms and conditions do apply. Drive Time on Joy 99.7. George Quay is my guest on Behind the Fame. All right, so George Quay, let's just talk about this. I want to find out, are you a permanent worker or you're on contract at Charterhouse?
Permanent stuff.
Permanent for how long?
13, entering 14th year now. Yeah.
All right, now, earlier before the news, you mentioned...
But I work here too.
Yeah. Well, earlier before the news, you mentioned that you wanted to stay at Charterhouse and consult for them. But then again, it was difficult, for you to do both jobs because it required a lot of, time and attention as well. So you had to let one down, and you let down the latter, Charterhouse. Yes. All right. And then, you went on to work at, Number One and all that. And then you made your way back to Charterhouse.
Because, like I said, if you spoke to them, they would tell you that even at that time that I had officially left, I was still there every day, still doing my work. Like, I never left. So, after Men's Gold, when I decided to leave Men's Gold, I was called back and we had a discussion. And I said, okay, fine. I mean,
but you did say
let's just continue what we're doing.
You did say that Charterhouse has done so much for you.
Way too much.
And don't you feel that they feel let down by the fact that you sacrificed them for Number One?
No. Discussions that can be put on air. That is why, if you heard me again, I said even though officially I had left, I was there every day. My seat was there. My office was there. I was still there every day, like I never left.
Does Charterhouse think you're loyal?
I believe so.
But you don't know so.
I know so, and I believe so. And they know I am loyal.
All right, now,
I think even
don't you think
Teresa spoke about it when she had a chat with Lexus Bill, so yeah.
Don't you think, some of these decisions make employees feel not valued?
No, they don't. I think some of these decisions challenge employers more than they do employees. Because for an employee, it is a lot of thought would have to go into certain decisions, which you want to take your career. I did tell you, Charterhouse did hire me as a copywriter. Then I decided to become a communicator. And then there was a next level for a communicator. It was a bigger challenge. So you want to go in that tangent, you want to go in that direction. It was a big challenge. You wanted to consider it. So yes,
share with us.
That is why for an employee, it is important that you are totally respectful, hardworking, submissive, and give your best to every employer that you have. Because I'm sure if I weren't a good employer, Charterhouse wouldn't have called me back when they heard I had left Men's Gold.
But George Quay, if there were no threats on your life, you wouldn't have left Men's Gold, would you?
That's a totally different story. I wouldn't have left. If there were no threats, I wouldn't have left. I would have continued. Not even me, on the lives of people that I cared for and friends. I probably wouldn't have left. But then again, it comes back to your integrity and what you've built. I mean, Sammy Forzen, if you have been that good to your employer, if you have that good a relationship with your employer, if you have done everything the Bible says you should do for your employer, if you've given us your very best for your employer and your employer knows it, and your employer understands the circumstances under which you have had to leave and knows that left to you alone, if you have the energy, the strength to do both, you would have carried both all the way through. And your employer understands all the conversations that you've had based on your record with your employer, your diligence, your dedication, your attitude, your resolve, your everything that you've given to the job. Your employer won't be proud or shy enough to call you back. And
Judge
that's exactly what happened in my case.
Judge Quay, how did you get your job back at Charterhouse? Was it that the business couldn't replace you, or you were too big to be replaced? What exactly was it?
I don't know. You'd have to ask my employers.
By your own estimation, what do you think it was?
I don't know. Like I said, you'd have to ask my employers. In my own estimation, I believe there was something to be done. It was, and if it were a year, if it were 2 years, 3 years, if it were 6 months, but it was just a month. In fact, it was less than a month, technically 24 days. I mean, it was 24 days. And I keep telling you that even in those 24 days, I was at my post at Charterhouse almost every single day.
Does it go to say that people at Charterhouse can resign and go back for their jobs?
In every organization, people leave and come back. In every organization. I mean, I'm sure even here there are people that may have left and come back. People leave organizations for various reasons. Some leave for maternity reasons. Some leave for other opportunities. Some leave to other countries. They come back. Even at Charterhouse, people have left and come back before.
In your situation, don't you think it can cause an unrest amongst workers?
Why?
Because you left and came back when things were not going well.
If any worker who something like that causes an unrest in you, it means you're not confident in what you're doing. And you're probably not too good at what you do. Because when you're very good and on top of what you do, no co-worker should be a threat to you. And me personally, no co-worker has ever been a threat to me because I give off my very best in what I do. And I'm always willing to learn and work with people. And I believe that should be the way employers should go. You are not an island. You cannot do anything on your own entirely. You're here, Sammy Forson, seated here. You're the voice that everybody is hearing. Maybe those that are watching on social media, it's your face they are seeing, but they don't know there are people behind the scenes. There's somebody on social media. There's a producer seated there, my sister-in-law. You know, Adam Naite is there producing the show. A lot of other people. There are technicians who are not here. There are people that are making sure the satellite is up. There are people that are making sure the screens are working, the messages are coming through. It is a large team. You cannot do it on your own. And if anybody in this team should feel threatened by you, then they themselves are not on top of their part of the job.
George Quay, when you left, who was doing your job for you at Charterhouse?
You are not listening to me. I said even when I left, I was there every day. I was still doing my job.
But you're not getting paid from there, were you?
It doesn't matter. Life shouldn't be all about money.
So what are you doing?
Would
charity
you
work?
believe me if I told you that? Okay, let's leave that part. I was not. No. I mean, some of us haven't been about money. Some of us have not been about money. If it were about money, we probably wouldn't be working where we're working. If it were about money, I probably wouldn't be working at Charterhouse. Probably wouldn't be working with Joy FM. It's not about money. It's about passion. A lot of us are passion driven. I mean, sometimes I even ask myself why, as an organization, Charterhouse still does the VGMAs. You understand me? Or
Why do you
do
say
certain
that?
programs. Because it is not about money. If it were in other people, you have a budget of people will compare you to the Grammys, and they have budgets of about $5 million. I don't have that kind of budget. So I'd ask myself, why then am I doing it? Why then are you giving of yourself, giving the best of yourself, breaking your back? So it is not money. So Sammy, I would plead with all employers working for any company, do not let a co-worker be a threat to you. If a co-worker is a threat to you, then clearly you are not good enough at what you do. People would come, people would go. People would be good, people would not be so good. If you're able to harness all the potentials around you and work with your team, sometimes you may not even have to do too much and you still shine.
George Quay, I personally think you were not sure what you were doing. You were just treading cautiously.
Personally, it's okay. I mean, it's okay to think. Yeah, it's okay to think. But don't forget you are paid to talk, not to think. So talk, don't think.
Oh my goodness. All right, time to activate the phone lines. Kind courtesy MTN. We get to MTN Drive Chat. It's been 10 amazing years of creating smiles and making dreams come true, creating jobs and many more. And we couldn't have come this far without you, our lovely customers out there. So to celebrate our 10th anniversary, MTN Momo is giving away 10 brand new 2019 Hyundai cars. All right, and other exciting prizes as well. in the MTN Momo at 10 promo. Just keep using your MTN Momo and to make payments, send and receive money, buy data, pay bills, and refer others to sign up on MTN Momo to build points as well. Stand a chance of winning a brand new Samsung Smart TV and up to 3,000 e-cash every month, and one of the 2019 Hyundai i10 cars as well. And even better, there's a Hyundai 2019 Santa Fe as the grand prize. Sign up today by using your MTN Momo and stand a chance to win now till the end of August 2019, only on Ghana's best network. Simply dial *120# and of course check your points. Terms and conditions apply. Just Momo 8 everywhere you go. We there for you everywhere you go.
Promo way there, I had the. Some you use me momo. If you say MTN Exima Chadiano, Edia 2 Turbo, brand new Samsung 65-inch UHD Smart TV, and a brand new 2019 Hyundai, and I feel 3,000 Ghana there. You should say mono. MTN Momo. Still, Misaka, the journey of 1,000 smiles. Yes, I see 10 years ago, and to celebrate this milestone, MTN give you away exciting prizes in the MTN Momo at 10 promo. Yeah, you use Momo, no, you could win one of the 2019 Hyundai i10 cars. Yes, some or Samsung Smart TVs for baby, and they up to 3,000 cedis e-cash every month, and a grand prize, 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe in the MTN Momo at 10 promo. Into signing on and then keep using your MTN Momo. Now when it big, if it's every year, pussy August every year, only on Ghana's best network. Dial *120#. Now check your points. Terms and conditions apply. Just Momo 8. We're there for you everywhere you go.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love music.
Best music. Joy 99.7 FM. Keep the frequency clear.
Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM.
Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM. Time again to MTN Drive Chat, brought to you by MTN 4G for the fastest connectivity and highest internet speed. You want to choose MTN Turbo Net. George Quay is on behind the film. Time for you guys to also call in and if there are any questions you have for George Quay as well, call us on 0302-216-541. That's 0302-216-541. Let me get to WhatsApp messages. One here says, "Hello Sammy, the man George Quay is more than we know. In fact, when I started as a radio producer, I had zero experience. It was George Quay who groomed me and still does, even though we don't work anymore." You didn't add your name to that one. Okay, so it's funny enough, George Quay is someone my father used to discipline when he was a kid. So there's a connection between his family and mine. In all the sweet moments we had, we fought as well, especially when we disagree on issues. But once he enters the studio and I enter my booth, we are serving Ghana. I love you unconditionally, and that's negotiable. That's non-negotiable. There are times when I see shots thrown at him on social media. I go defending him, and then he'll send me a text to stop. That's from Caleb, Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, Caleb, how you doing, my brother?
Yeah, good guy.
His father used to beat you.
I swear. Bralai, that was his name.
Okay. Akosha says, "Hi Sammy, please tell George Quay he should not give up his day job."
Okay. Which one is that? The one at Joy FM or the one at Church House?
I don't know. Hi Sammy Foster. I remember way back in the days of acting, George used to partner one lady called Jifa. Jifa currently okay.
Jifa is no longer with Tigo. Jifa is now in the States. She's married. Catherine Jifa Sogbe. She used to bring me bread on Legon campus. They used to bake bread. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, this one says, "Perfect Chatterhouse. They don't want to take any blame for not scanning people properly to the event." That's from Danny in Nagbeling. I don't know if
next time we'll scan properly.
You scan properly.
Yeah, at least he didn't say didn't scan at all. He said not scanning properly. So next time we'll scan properly. So there was scanning, it was just not proper.
But there was no scanning for artists. What was there?
There was scanning for everybody.
Because Kiddy said that when he got there, you people had to rush him backstage and everything.
Well, again, I was backstage. I can't speak for what was happening at the door. But I know as part of the security protocol, there was scanning. And some people have said that they were actually scanned. But maybe for some reason they didn't do everybody. 3,000 people. I cannot say for sure everybody was scanned, but there was scanning.
Okay, 0302-216-541. That's the number to call. We're having a conversation with George Gray on Behind the Fame right here on Drive Time on Joy. One here says, Sammy, I like George's posture now as compared to when the woman got into the pitch during the Champions League final. All we want is good security because human life matters. In Ghana, we like Enyeshri too much. We need to get serious as a country. That's from Ransford in
Ransford didn't get that post. That post was just to cement the fact that what happened at the VGMAs was a security breach. And ironically, that morning, I had spoken to somebody on Star FM and had given a similar example that, look, even in international football matches, with all the security, the scans, the drones and everything they have, sometimes people find themselves onto the pitches. It happens. It's a security breach.
Okay, I have Marconi on the line. Marconi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, bro, Sammy.
Yes, how you doing, man?
Cool, bro.
Okay, all right. So George is here. Any questions for him?
Oh, I don't want to talk about George Nabe. I just want to talk about Ebrafo yesterday.
Oh, okay. My interview with Ebrafo Saturday.
Should be A to Z.
A to Z.
Yes, I'm also so much happy about Ebrafo yesterday.
Okay,
thank you.
The way he spoke, I was so much happy about him. When you mention Ojointri, Ebrafo, I think Ebrafo is the second person that we talk about. Ebrafo is too much.
Okay.
He's a humble person, according to his speech. When you listen to him, his mother is a humble person.
Her mother,
a humble person. So you can see for him that he took his mother character. So I'm so happy about him. Even though he couldn't complete the school, but he spoke very good English yesterday. I was so much happy about him.
Okay. All right. Many thanks for calling, my brother. I have Stephen on the line. Stephen, good afternoon.
Hey, Sammy Folsom.
Stephen, how are you doing?
Cool.
Okay. Any questions for George Gray?
Well, for me, it's about commentary on Men's Gold.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Well, first, we started watching him on Asawaji on Taxi Driver. And he has grown in the industry up to today.
Thank you.
And he's one of those famous people without scandals. Maybe there are some in the skeleton, I don't know.
There's none, not yet.
Okay. It has not come out yet. But, George Gray.
Yes, sir.
When I heard you that you become part of Men's Good, I was supremely surprised. And I was thinking that it was something that was not properly, you didn't put it in perspective, given what we know now. Because clearly, that's what we were going to at the end of the day. So, given what we know now and what has happened, and you being part of that, it casts a certain slur on your reputation as a person. And it leaves a certain blot on your white-stained reputation in the society. So for me, I admire you a lot. I listen to your programs everywhere when you go on GH1 and all that. But what I'm saying now is, Men's Gold has added something bad to your reputation, and I think that those customers out there, some of whom have died, some of whom are bedridden and all that, deserve some apology from you, Shatawale, Stonewall, and all those who benefited from Men's Gold. I think it's important. This idea by Ochame Kwame that he will not comment, it's a bogus idea. You will not comment, but you benefited from it. So for me, it will be I would appreciate it if you came out to apologize for your association with that brand. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very, very much for calling as well. Would you want to react to that?
There isn't much to say except to say that we have been quick to conclude. It's been said time and again that matters are still under investigations and all that. It's been said clearly that the man is working a battle in Dubai and everything. I think everybody still ought to be patient. The matter hasn't gotten finality yet.
Okay.
And again, he did saying what I didn't know, what I know. I still don't know much. I left clearly because I thought the lives of people that I loved and cared for were in danger. The threats were coming in each and every day. That was why I left. So I think everybody ought to be patient. And if Ochame Kwame and other people do not want to comment, it's their prerogative. I mean, I do not know what their contracts were. I went as a communicator to communicate for the organizations. Things didn't go as I wanted because people were being threatened, and I decided to step off.
Okay. Yeah. I have Abraham on the line. Abraham, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sammy.
Yes, Abraham, thanks for joining us. George is here. You want to talk to him?
Yes, I want to. I really want to make a shout out to you guys. I think I admire your style of approach, the way you interview Abuaji. Abuaji, we miss you so much.
I miss you too, boss.
Those days, Abuaji of Daddy Boat.
Actually, taxi driver. I never featured in Daddy Boat.
Yeah. Taxi driver, you and Richard. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, you've actually grown. You've grown, but we still want to see you on the screens
very soon.
Have an extraordinary kind of no one can play your role. No.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Really appreciate. Really appreciate. Thank you. Sammy Forson and I will be coming out with the TV show soon.
Which TV show is that?
I don't know the title, but it will come.
The Saga of the Returnee.
1, 2.
Hello, Oti.
Yeah, Sammy.
Yes, Oti, how are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, thanks for joining us. George is here.
Hello, sir.
I have three questions for George.
3? Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
The Saturday interview the staff. The time we allotted for callers to ask the question is too short.
Okay.
So give us, because I have a tough, like when we interview Sarkodie.
Yes, sir.
I have a tough question for Sarkodie.
Oh.
You not pick me and you cut off.
I'm sorry. My producers have heard you and we'll work on that.
This Saturday to the same thing.
Please forgive us.
So next time, give us a time, callers time to deliberate issues. Some other stars or questions. About my question on this end of this Ghana Music Award.
Yes, sir.
Jamie.
Yes, sir.
The performance of Sarkodie was not. I did not like it at all.
Yes, sir.
Right, but Sarkodie said on some place that if he asked for how to grant him some stuff, and he did not receive it. That is why he did not perform for fashion. So I don't know if you can answer, because Sarkodie said that he asked you to need some stuff. See, to let this one have before he can perform, but his performance was not good for me. But Sarkodie complained that that's how he did not perform, giving the turn supposed to have. And my last question, George, about this, the program you started, it's always late. Ghana Music Award always started late. Why?
All right.
Change it because this one, I think the issue has come, but the next one always is started late.
Okay.
It's fine, but how you started late, the beauty of it always die down.
Yes, I get you.
The time must come, and you see, let people know that 7-7. Uncle Boy says 7-7. You cannot change it.
All right. Oti, let him react to your questions, yeah? Okay, thanks for calling.
Right, let me start with Sak 1. Yes, I think I've heard him, and off record, Sak and I have spoken, and I understood his challenges and moving forward.
So some logistics were not in
place. Yeah.
Okay.
To start with, he didn't have enough rehearsal time, and there weren't enough light on the other acts, especially for the first performance, which was the Bibiba.
We've heard that the venue was ready 4 hours to the event. How true is that?
The venue was ready 24 hours to the event. It was ready on the Friday evening. No, maybe you didn't hear the 20, you heard the 4. It was ready 24 hours to the event, but it was a wet paint job. We would have loved enough time, but of course, God willing, next year at least it's there now, so venue would not be a challenge next year. And then to his other that the event starts late. Over the last couple of years, it hasn't started late. Since the light off incident, it's not started late. It's always started on time. This year there was a technical error. The OB van that was being used to cover the event could not open.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the technical. It could not, for some strange, it could just not open fully for the for the cameras to come out, for the event to come live on TV.
Okay, I have Nana on the line. Nana, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, Nana, thanks for holding on. Yes, talk to us. George is here.
Okay, George. George is a great guy. I mean, he's one of the guys I've been following for some time now. You know, I was one of the guys who criticized when the VGMA issue happened. But then when I saw the ladies step up on the field during the UEFA Cup, I go like, wow, anything can happen. Because imagine if Gladly had gone, it would have killed all the players. So, well, we hope that maybe it can be improved, but we shouldn't be quick to blame them too much. And then the guy who called up on the men's goal, Charlie, the guy, I'm sure say money day. The way they talk, say, George for apologize. James say, I apologize, Master. Anyway.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Okay, thanks for calling, Nana. All right. George Quay, so far, I think, looking at your career in the industry, you've been scandal-free. How are you able to do that?
I am not a saint. I am not an angel. I'm just a human being. And I try to do the best that I can.
No
and
sex
try to
scandals,
help
nothing.
Few people. I met my wife in 2000. We got married in 2002. We've been together since. And we swallow ourselves in work. My wife will tell you her biggest rival is the game of Scrabble.
Okay.
And those that know me...
Is she also into, the industry?
No, she's not. She's a banker.
Okay.
And she'll tell you her biggest rival is Scrabble. So when I am not... Even those that I work with, they will tell you that in my free time, you think I'm busy working on the computer or something. I'm playing Scrabble. From Legon days, I was cutting lectures for Scrabble, playing Scrabble competitions. So I love Scrabble. I love chess. I can sit on Scrabble for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. All I need is food and maybe good music, and I'll be fine.
Okay.
So I mean, it's either work, home, or Scrabble. I don't go out. Maybe that's what has kept me out of trouble. I don't go out, and thanks to my mom, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So.
But there must be something. I mean.
We're waiting for that thing and see.
0302216541. That's the number to call. All right, that's the number to call. 0302216541. Let me read this message here. It says, "Good afternoon, Sammy. I'm a fan of George Quay. I admire him so much. He has an amazing talent as an event organizer, communicator, PR. Also a presenter and an actor. That's from Benoni, aka Benoni Kofi Blay,
BKB.
Okay. All right. Efe Kwansima answer says George Quay is the official returnee, the quickest returnee ever. Okay, Bianca will want to know when you are returning to our TV screens.
Well, if a good script comes along, talent is talent. It never goes away, especially when it's acting. We're still actors. People don't realize that to be a good communicator, you must also be a good actor. Sometimes it helps with it. The acting is always we have it. If a good script comes along, one of the reasons you haven't seen me is that I haven't seen that script that would get me back onto the screens just yet. Our guys are trying, but I'm still waiting for that script. There have been a few scripts that I have had to turn down. I'm still waiting for that one script. If that one script comes along, definitely you will see me on the screen.
Okay, let's talk about industry matters. Yeah. Let's talk about industry beefs.
Do I have a beef?
Do you think it's good for the Ghanaian music industry?
Beef is good. Every kind of look. I am theater biased, and one of the things that makes theater tick and exciting is conflict. You cannot live without conflict. Man is always in some sort of conflict against himself, against nature, or against another person. Conflict is part of us. Conflict resolution is what we are all here for. In every single thing that we do, we are resolving something one way or the other, and that thing is conflict. So yes, beefs are good. However, when those beefs tend to get violent or turn onto a path that could lead to violence, then there's a problem. So yes, beefs are healthy. Keep them clean, keep them lyrical, keep them exciting. I mean, I would love to have it. I remember there was a time I had a banter with Black Coffee on Facebook. We kept it there. If I see after that, the first time I saw Black Coffee, I gave her a hug and said, "Sister, this is all part of it." And we just that's how it's supposed to be. When we meet, and our followers should be able to understand that. We should be able to enlighten them enough to understand that.
But in your own thoughts, what do you think is the objective of having a beef? Or what should it be?
You know, beef is like, it challenges you. You spoke about threats in the workplace. What should a threat do to you? A threat is supposed to make you a better person.
Motivate you.
It's supposed to motivate you and challenge you and to be the best that you can be. You asked that when I went, was I not replaceable? If I were that easily replaceable, it means my last 12, 13 years at Charterhouse has been nothing. I haven't added anything to the firm. When you go through a firm, the firm must also go through you. You must be missed. You must be counted for something. So beefs are good, and beefs bring out the best in our talent. For instance, there's this conflict over who is actually the biggest dancehall act in Ghana. What do you think that would do to a dancehall act? It would only make them better. When you enter the studio, you give yourself the best. Rap, when you enter the studio, you spit best and all that, and that is what beefs are supposed to do. It is supposed to challenge you and make you better so that you can. And if everybody is good, we take over the world. We conquer the world together. And everybody, you want the best in dancehall, forget Jamaica, go to Ghana. You want the best in rap, forget America, go to Ghana. If our people are challenging themselves enough, look, some of the best beefs give us the best songs. Look at Daddy Lumba and Nane Champo.
Anyway, just hold on that. Let me get to the phone line. I have William on the line. Williams.
Hello, boss.
Yes, thanks for connecting with us. How are you doing?
All right. Very well, and you?
Okay, I'm great. All right, George is here. Any questions for him?
I think all his friends have been calling, so they've been giving him some hypers. I don't want to do that. I want to blame the organizer a little bit, and also to ask if they are really interested in doing show business in Ghana. Because all the security apparatus that they had is the same set of team that they use. If they set out all these various companies coming to do one or two things, let everybody bid. Let all the security companies bid. Let them come and show what they can do. Then if there are any issues, then they will hold the security company responsible for all these things. Because if all the security guys at the venue, they know Shatta Wale, they want to see him. They want to see him perform. Look, I was at the show in the new, I don't want to call the name of the event, the new place, and Wizkid was on stage, and he had limited team backstage, and Shatta Wale came on board with his entourage. Even though we asked them, let's use 4 or 5 people on stage, they pushed everybody away. Those are the security lapses that was not provided during those shows when we have all these things going on. Second thing I want to talk about is our venue. Our venue are porous. So sometimes when you blame all these folks who are having shows here and there, you ask, what's the security exit and entry into the venue? Our venues are porous. There's no way you can even guide anything. You don't even have any point where you do screening. Even if you do that, there's a backstage that some people can pass through and you have lapses. So we need to look at the venues and we need to look at how we engage all these companies coming to do one. At the end of the day, it's the team that they will blame. Yeah. However, it's not their staff that is doing all the security at the venue. It's not their staff. It's not even him that is there. He has so much to do. But the companies that they employ, these guys, they know Shatta Wale. Even without him blinking an eye, they will allow him. They know his team members. So why don't you just change the whole setup? Change the whole security, change everything. Let people bid in and let people, have a way of doing things professionally. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Williams.
Very good one. Very good one. Yeah, it's good advice. Well taken. Thank you very much, William.
Do the security companies bid?
No, not really. There are people that you've worked with that you know. Security is a tricky thing, and you need to work with people you can trust. So usually you fall on those that you have worked with before, that you have trust. You can trust first, because there have been instances where you've brought in some security people, and by the time you realize they are selling ticket stats and all that, and engaging in all manner of more practices. So you start from those you can trust and work your way up.
Okay. There was this time when you guys had security that
from Togo.
Yes.
They bounced your life.
They couldn't speak English. They bounced everything.
I said they bounced a group GCU. They bounced. Oh, he was coming. He had left his tag. When you go to the gate, big man, this is my event. The guy was like, ticket or tag. And they speak French. The man was, people were like, oh, but he's the CEO. Ticket or tag. The man for wait outside, make somebody go give him in tag. They bounce everybody.
Don't you think that should be brought back?
Yeah, maybe it might work. Like I said, next year we may all be a little uncomfortable, but that's what we're asking for, so that's what we should get.
Okay, let me read some more messages here. It says, one here says, George Quay is a great guy. In spite of his height, he is still a genius in what he does. But Sambi, please ask him, where is Nashoko? That's from TT. Oh, Nashoko is in America.
Nashoko is on the stage. She's on holiday. She'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear she's doing some movie in Hollywood.
Me, I don't know. Congrats to my man George Quay. He was an actor during one of my final year productions at the School of Performing Arts. He made the school made us who we are today. I'm so proud of him. He calls me Inspector Ghoul.
Yeah.
Sure, he remembers now.
Beautiful play and Inspector calls.
Yeah, way to go, bro. Don't leave acting for the theater. That's from Echo Blankson.
Yeah.
So, do you see yourself happening on screen soon? I mean, you did talk about, getting a good script and all that.
Yeah, if the right script comes along, you never know. I just might pop back onto the screen. So to the producers out there, you're challenged.
All right, okay. We're going to dive into the news at 5 o'clock. Ernest Menu is back. Ernest, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Sammy. Great conversation there. But right now, let's go to the Joy Newsroom for the headline news at 5. And lawyers for embattled Boko Central MP Mahama Yarga have challenged the capacity and qualification of Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu to prosecute their client and procurement infraction. The lawyers argue that the specific counts leveled against Mahama Yarga do not fall within the remit or powers of the Special Prosecutor's Office, since his mandate is to prosecute corruption and related offences. The Boko Central legislator has been dragged to court over procurement of ambulances for his constituents and tax evasion. The presiding judge, Justice Ifia Saribotre, asked lawyers of the MP to file their written argument within 72 hours. Here's member of the legal team, Edujita Maklo.
We have raised issues about the capacity and the qualification of the special prosecutor. We have also raised an issue about the remit of the special prosecutor, the kind of offenses that he can investigate. The maker of the law, that is Parliament, stated that he can only investigate corruption and corruption-related offenses. We are saying that the offenses that he had brought against specific counts against our client, Mahama Yarga, do not fall within the remits of the powers of the special prosecutor. So we expect my lord to make a decision on that.
Edujita Maklo is a member of Mahama Yarga's legal team. The opposition NDC says it will embark on development projects to lift Ghanaians out of poverty. This is part of what the party describes as a revitalization exercise towards election 2020. According to National Vice Chairperson of the party, Sherry Aite, the NDC is on record to have brought 70% of development to the country and its people. At an event to launch the 27th anniversary of the NDC, Madam Aite admonished party folks to be fearless and committed to their resolve to wrestle power next year.
How are we going to implement our social democratic philosophy so that we can make Ghana a great nation? We are fearless and nobody can intimidate us. We have existed since 27 years, and if you look at the development in this country, NDC, we have contributed 70% of development in this country. So we want to tell the people that we are geared to move forward.
The theme for the celebration is Revitalizing the NDC for Victory 2020, targeting effective branch organization. Education Minister Matthew Poku Prempeh has been named the best minister according to a survey conducted by some senior lecturers of the Political Science Department at the University of Ghana. The study, conducted in all 275 constituencies across the country, revealed NDC MPs are doing better than their NPP counterparts. Respondents in these constituencies were dissatisfied with MPs' performances when they were asked on how often they visit, the number of people they've employed, and whether they explain government policies to the community. Dr. Isaac Owusu-Mensah is lead researcher and senior lecturer at the Department of Political Science.
This study is not about what they do at the floor of the House or representation on TV stations and the rest. This is about what their constituents see them in terms of employment, in terms of explaining government policies, in terms of visit. But one key factor that came out clearly is that people are not happy with the fact that MPs don't visit them, especially in Greater Accra region, which is very close to their respective constituencies. But they are the main people who are not visiting their constituents at the end of the day. And this is quite worrisome, and I was disrespectful to the people in the constituency.
And that's lead researcher and senior lecturer at the Department of Political Science at the University of Ghana, Dr. Isaac Owusu-Mensah. An investigation by Environmental Justice Foundation and Hyenin Puano has revealed massive depletion of fish stocks from Ghana's waters, threatening the fishing industry. The report reveals Chinese industrial trawlers sell the unwanted bycatch, including several depleted small pelagic fishes, to canoes at sea, which is illegal under Ghana's fisheries law. They say this is resulting in Ghana losing about $50 million a year. The non-governmental organization, however, blamed the increasing phenomenon on failed leadership. Here's the executive director of Hyenin Puano, Kofi Adboga.
The issue of psycho is a big issue, but psycho is only a symptom of a problem. The bigger problem is leadership failure. All those people who have been put in leadership positions to manage the fisheries over the last many years have failed us. If the law says that we are not supposed to do fish transshipment, why do we allow some fishermen to do this thing with impunity? That is the problem. Once we begin to make it an activity that is not in the interest of the country, then it means that we are winning the war. But if we leave fishermen to have their own way and clean up the sea, a time will come where we will not have any fish in the sea.
That's the Executive Director of Hyenin Puano, Kofi Adboga. 3 men have been jailed for life for the rape, torture and murder of an 8-year-old Muslim girl in Indian-administered Kashmir. 3 police officers were found guilty of destroying evidence and sentenced to 5 years in prison. The victim, who belonged to a Muslim nomadic tribe, was found in a forest near Kathua city in January 2018. The case sparked widespread anger and made headlines when Hindu right-wing group protested over the men's arrest. Now, 8 people, including a former government official, 4 policemen and a minor, were charged in connection with the crime. And these are the latest news headlines at 5. I'm Ernest Minu. We're back at 5:30 with Top Story.
You are tuning to your Super Hits Radio, Joy 99.7. Stay with us.
What can 20 Ghana cedis buy you?
Airtime. Taxi or trotro fare.
Hot
Oh, ice cream dripping down your hands on your hot sunny afternoon.
You think it, and that's exactly what we'll give you when you buy the Roverman Productions Early Bird Ticket. From the stables of Unclable White comes the play, I Want Your Wife. From now till 16th June, you can buy early bird tickets at 60 Ghana cedis, saving you a whopping 20 Ghana cedis for that kinky or ice cream. And tickets are available at Joy FM, selected Shell shops, and our regular outlet. WhatsApp us on 050-554-6030 for delivery. This production is sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans, Old Mutual Life Assurance Company Limited, and Crush Fruit Juice.
Note: early bird tickets are valid for 5th and 7th July.
Media partners: Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy News, Joy Prime, and Adum TV. Buy your tickets now.
You dey feel lucky? I dey feel am too much. Up to 500k every week and up to 300 times your stake every 10 minutes. This year, Lucky 3 jackpot. I so. Now you can win up to 500,000 Ghana cedis in jackpot every week. Track it. Make I tell you how. Pick your phone on MTN and Airtel Tigo. Dial *987# and follow the prompt. Choose 3 numbers out of 10 and get lucky in a big way. Hold on. Your numbers me and free. Simply dial *987# on MTN and Airtel Tigo. Lucky 3. Get lucky, be happy.
Lucky 3 is powered by Keed in partnership with National Lottery Authority. Terms and conditions apply.
The Malcolm Grand
furniture sale promo is on. Really? Tell me more. Enjoy 10 to 50% discount on the entire range of home and office furniture. Wow! Exclusive offers you won't find again. I like it. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Raising money for business has never been easy in this part of the world. Millions of business ideas do not see the light of day, and thousands of businesses have shut down prematurely due to the lack of proper capital injection and financial support. Those days are over. Pitch your business idea to Quick Angels. We will provide you with equity funding, the needed expertise, and the right networking to get your business flying in no time. Call us on 030-226-7381 or 82. Log on to quickangelsghana.com. Quick Angels Limited, your ideal angel investors.
It's game on, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to AFCON 2019 in Cairo? And just like that, the customer is off like a rocket. He's just entered the shop, picked up 3 items and paid. That was quick. Another shop, another 3 items, paid again. Oh my, he's on a roll. Hat trick? Let's see. He just might win this. Oh my goodness. They are whipping out Visa cards like it's someone's birthday. Only a few weeks left to decide the winner. Don't let anyone take your seat in Cairo. Every payment you make through an EcoBank Visa card brings you closer to winning tickets to Egypt, DSTV decoders, cash prizes, airtime, branded jerseys, and more. All you need is your EcoBank Visa card. Use it online and on POS. Promo runs from now till 1st July 2019. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
The National Service Scheme has begun processing prospective national service personnel for deployment to various sectors across the country. The scheme invites MMDAs, ministries, departments and agencies, educational institutions, hospital and private corporate organizations to put in a formal request to the Secretariat. User agencies can also log on to the NSS website www.nss.gov.gh to submit requests for personnel. User agencies with special needs are advised to contact the NSS Secretariat for discussions on their requests. All requests must reach the headquarters of the National Service Scheme before the 14th of June 2019. For more information, please visit www.nss.gov.gh. Let's support our young men and women to make a meaningful contribution to national development in the spirit of love for country and service to humanity. National service, service to the nation.
Save your life, save your pocket. Enjoy superior gem protection for yourself and family for less with Lifebuoy. Buy the big pack for only 3 Ghana cedis and the small pack for just 1 Ghana cedi. Lifebuoy, more protection, more savings.
My boyfriend bought me a brand new Samsung Galaxy A20 for my birthday. Hey, the phone is nice, so infinity screen, dual camera, battery that can last all day. The way my selfies have become nice. And as for browsing, plenty keke, more streaming, more Snapchat, more Instagram. Because I'm getting 2 GB free 4G plus data every month for 6 months from MTN. In fact, let me video call my boyfriend right now. He's such a sweetheart. Hey boo!
For as little as 380 Ghana cedis, buy a Samsung Galaxy A2 Core, A10, A20 phone from any MTN shop and get a free gift box and up to 2 GB free MTN 4G plus data every month for 6 months. Visit MTN IFS stands at Accra, Ashanti, Eastern, Western and Northern regions and get even more amazing discounts and freebies. Terms and conditions apply. We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. No expiry demonstrations have broken out all across the country. Ghanaians are demanding the right to use their data for as long as they want.
No expiry! No expiry!
In an effort to appease the situation, Airtel Tigo has scrapped data expiry. Our reporter Abna is on the ground.
What do you think about Airtel Tigo's new data bundle?
What is mine should be mine for as long as I want.
What about you, sir?
Oh, now with big time data bundles, we can browse, sir.
Airtel Tigo says, haha, their data doesn't expire. Dial *111# today and get big time data so you can browse only on Airtel Tigo.
Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM.
adom me ma wenim go ase. Wenim go ase. Support a woman minina. Fans ni obi a me se me de nyame din da mo se. Hwe me na se in futuro akwantu. Wasn't easy but I'm here. Thank you. Been a long time coming like GMT. Ghana man time. DMC that made GH rap. Create tracks. And I told Tasha it go be ASAP. Cause she wants to be a rapper. But she's not inspired. Yeah, rappers claim me they on fire. And all these whack songs going higher. Bigger platform, she won't retire. So I said chill. Make her drop this album, make we see. Maybe we gon' make history. But down for phone, you not saying hip hop in chow bills. Rap it also. Just a Jack Wijay on my console still. Minty Jayo. I mean, why stop when I'm on the rise, yo? 46,000 plus followers on Twitter. No albums, just little rhymes I deliver got me here, so why I go give up? Why I own my own company? Go figure. Friends no be loyal since VIP split up. Left leg on soil, right in the river. But not Quaku. I rap skillions till we break through. Positive can make it too. My own path and they can do what they do.
And that's music from J Soul featuring AI, released back in 2016, making Tasha proud. It's Friday on Draft Time on Joy 99.7 FM. The stage has been set for West Africa's most prestigious awards that celebrates the man that shaped Ghana and Africa this Father's Day. Bigger, better, and more exciting is the 4th annual Emmy Africa Awards in partnership with Commonwealth and with support from the Multimedia Group. Comes to you live on 22nd of June 2019 at Kempinski Hotel. You want to vote? Make sure that you vote via the website emmyafrica.com or simply vote on social media. Just comment with the hashtag Emmy Africa Awards and the nominee's name on all social media platforms, or simply text EMY and the name of your nominee to the short code 1393. Well, it's probably sponsored by Glenfiddich Whiskey, as well as Silver Star Auto Limited, NASCO Electronics, Alliance Insurance, Arusha Ghana, Investor Hub, and Special Ice Water. Supported by EY Ghana and also M Pedigree. Media partners, Graphic Communications Group, Sign Language, Innovate Advertising, BNFT, Ghana Web, and Partner Blogs. Powered by Carbon AV and EM Magazine. For inquiries and reservations of your tables, call 020-201-8870. Emmy Africa Awards, celebrating the man of the year and inspiring greatness. It is nice to know that some essential things in life don't expire, like honey, salt, and sugar. But guess what? Now we're adding data to that list because, let's face it, data is life. And you know I'm right. Well, Airtel Tigo says their big time data doesn't expire. Why pay more to keep what's yours? Get Airtel Tigo big time data bundles and stay online till your phone begs you to stop. Simply dial star 111 hash to enjoy data that doesn't expire, only on Airtel Tigo. Drive Time on Joy 99.7. Well, George Quay, you know that National Science and Maths Quiz 2018 edition was won by St. Peter's for the 3rd time, right?
Yes.
And
congratulations to
them.
And
now they are keeping the trophy as well.
Yes,
it's the 3rd time.
It's okay.
And tomorrow we have the 2019 edition that will be launched at British Council, 5 p.m. It's going to be live on Joy News Channel. But you say your school, you do what? The school, you won one before.
Oh, we've won it before. I think we won about twice also.
Do you have a, okay, but it's not 3 times. You don't have the
trophy
to keep.
No, we don't have the trophy to keep. How many schools have the trophy to keep?
Well, for now, St. Peter's.
so there's no wahala there.
So if your school is the school, then they are what?
Oh no, the school is busy solving national problems. We are not dealing in quizzes.
Really?
Yeah. National and international problems. You don't see Kofi Annan in face on the new UN stamp.
Really?
Oh yeah. That's our level. Kofi Annan, world president. I mean, what are you talking about?
Interesting.
It's no national science. That's for Presec and Akraka and the rest.
You continue.
We joined them just to add to the numbers.
All right, now let's talk about Musica for a bit. All right, the presidency. Who do you think is the best to lead Musica, George Quay?
I cannot say I know too much about the ins and outs of Musica to be the right person to say it is A, B, or C. What I can say is that I think the people that are there have all been there for a bit. I know Mr. Simons is running for the president, and the Rasta guy, I've forgotten his name.
Richie is also running for vice.
Yeah, Richie is running
well.
for vice, and Richie does have some good experience in the music industry. I don't know if that experience would inure to the membership of Musica at this moment. It's only time that will tell. I know Mr. Simons has been vice for Obuo, so probably, he should have a lot of experience there. And I know that the name of the Rastaman doesn't come in. He's also running for presidency. I know he's also been there for a bit and has a lot of experience. So may the best person win. I wish every contestant the very best, and may the best person win. I mean, it's our music industry, and we want the best for all of them. So, yeah.
Okay, now it's been argued that Musica is supposed to be doing what Charterhouse is doing with regards to VGMA. How would you react to that?
It's a good argument. We should keep arguing.
Really?
Yeah.
But don't you think that they should be doing VGMAs?
Oh, you want my opinion?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. I think there's no harm in establishing another one. If we can honor our artists a lot more with so many schemes. I mean, there isn't only one award scheme. The Grammys is not the only award scheme in the United States of America. There's also the Billboard, there is the BETs, there's the American Music Awards, and so many others. So I'm sure they can start another one, not necessarily be the ones doing the VGMAs. We should have more and honor our musicians a lot more. And even if we have more, it would create some competition among organizers, and it will get better, and it's all good for the musicians.
Okay, now you're being accused of organizing the beef between Prayer. That was on social media prior to the VGMAs.
Me?
Yes.
I organized the beef.
You got into a social media battle with Prayer at a point in time.
No, not at all.
What were you hoping to achieve with that?
I only advised my brothers, and I only advised them. They didn't get nomination, and they were hurt, and they were crying. I just wanted to console them.
That's see.
All. Yeah.
But you get along very well with them?
I don't hold grudges, so everybody will tell you. I am very, very cool. Didn't you hear me interview Shatawale on Saturday on Showbiz A to Z? And I've been communicating. We've been chatting. Me, Stoneboy, Shatawale. I don't hold grudges. No, not like that. Not like that. Or let me say, I don't hold professional grudges. So let me put
professional
it that way.
grudges.
Yeah, professional. It's work. We need to understand that it's work. Once we're able to understand it's work, I say what I have to say, we move on. You say what you have to say, we move on. That is why, as you read from Caleb, when people are throwing shots at me or dissing me and he tries to fire, I say, leave it. Let people express themselves. It's a free world. Once in a while, because Ebana Tim Didier, Minyesho so beats me. When you put George Kwe aside and let Abuaje respond to some of the things. So sometimes I look at some of them and I laugh. A lot of the things.
Is that why you're asking me to read the insults?
Yeah. It's all part of it. It makes it nice. Because sometimes some of the people, you look at the comments, then you go and look at the person's profile, you realize it's really not worth it.
Let me read a few messages. Did George say he got married in 2003? He was married when he was in Legon?
No. That wasn't what I said. I said I met my wife in 2000. We started dating 2002, got married 2013.
Okay. So you dated for 10 years?
Thereabouts.
What were you observing?
I wasn't observing.
Why 10 years?
We weren't ready. What was the rush?
What does it take to get ready for marriage?
What was the rush? Pacho, our race.
No, so you're dating for 10 years. Why?
We were not in a hurry, and we couldn't replace each other. We thought maybe maybe somebody else might come along. We both didn't find anybody else to replace each other. There was no room
to go and return, eh?
No. It wasn't meant to go Charterhouse matter. We realized we're the best for each other, so we just stuck together.
I see.
Like glue.
Talk about his mom, Auntie B. She's a wonderful woman and very kind. I and Niyama grew up together, and I'm proud of him. That's from Oko.
Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, Sammy. Why does Charterhouse charge for VGMAs? It's an awards night. That's from Bernard Nelson.
Well, there's never enough money to be able to produce the event. It's a very expensive event, and thanks to Vodafone for all the good work that they've done. but we do still need more. That is why beyond even charging, we also go knocking on the doors of other sponsors. We come to multimedia for media support. We go to other places for all kinds of support. So if we're able to get to that level where we have enough support that can make the show happen, and all the costs that met, it's not about profit. It is about making Ghanaian musicians look good in one night. There are so many components that go into it. What the person that sent the text may see is just that event happening that night. What he doesn't know is that there are hotels you got to look for. You put the artist in hotels. There are choreographers you need to pay. There are stage people. There's a lighting director that you've flown in from South Africa. There is a sound person that you've hired. There are other technicians. There are so many components and so many people doing so many different things at various times, And if we should just give you the cost of media alone throughout the entire stretch, that's half a year. VGMAs is almost a 6-month event. If we should tell you the amount of money that would go into media alone, even though it's subsidized, you would be amazed. And so really the cost is not to charge and put money in anyone's pocket. It is just to make the show happen.
Okay. Well, you and your wife, I haven't seen your wife before. I think I've seen her driving or something.
You haven't? Then you haven't seen the most beautiful woman in Ghana before.
Okay. You and your wife, who is shorter?
I think we're about the same height, or she's probably slightly taller than me.
I see.
Yeah.
Did you look at your height and choose your wife?
No, I didn't. I keep saying I didn't choose her. She chose me. I'm a lucky man to have her.
I see.
Yeah.
Tell us the most interesting thing about your wife.
She is pretty much like my mother in many different ways.
Okay.
I remember back in secondary school, when you're about to leave for school, my mom will call you at 4 a.m. and start with "No, yeah," and she will advise you for like 2 hours and then end with a prayer. That's my wife.
I see.
She worries about any and everything, and that's what has probably kept me scandal free.
You've been married for 6 years so far. Any kids?
Yeah, I've got 2 girls.
2 girls?
Yeah.
You know what they say about guys who get girls only.
I've always dreamt of having girls. My wife would tell you that we had that discussion. I said even if I were going to have 100 kids, they should all be girls. I do better with girls than guys.
Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, girls tend to like me. From even when somebody sent me a message from the States, some girl who had a crush on me, or did I have a crush on her when we're going to write BEC Tong? Long time ago. I wrote my BEC at Accra Girls. This was Olivia Dujemfi. She's in the States now.
Okay.
And then we became good friends after. She left Ghana right after BEC and hasn't come back since. And all through, girls, I click better with ladies than with gentlemen.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys find me boring because I don't do all the hangouts. I will not follow you here. I will not sit here and I'll sit and I'll play Scrabble. If you like Scrabble, then we'll be cool. That's why people like Ben Avle and stuff. We used to play a lot of Scrabble in Legon.
I see.
And so
interesting. 5 years, 10 years, where should George Quay, where do you see yourself getting to?
If I'm not dead, I'll still be here. I see let me start with the VGMAs, which is a personal passion. I love that program very much. I see it, if it's still here, if we haven't killed it yet. And when I say we, I mean some of the stakeholders, especially the musicians. If we haven't killed it yet, then I see it being the biggest award show on the African continent. One that people would fly from the States. And I'm not talking about just musicians. I'm talking about decision makers, Sony Music, Universal, and all those wanting to be a part of the VGMAs to see the very best of Ghanaian artistry. I like to see people talking about it globally and not because of something negative, but it's something positive. I would like people celebrate our artists because look, we have great artistic power right here in this country. And if our governments, if our political leaders and everything would not just fall on them when it's time for political campaign, would respect them for their art, for their craft, for their artistry, and ensure that the enabling environment is created for them to become the stars that we want them to be. Trust me, it would not take just one artist to fill the O2. We might even be able to get an underground act to fill it if we're able to do things right. So I just think that we all need to take our creative art a bit more seriously. We need to invest a bit more into it. We don't just need to speak about our love for the industry when it's time for political campaigns and stuff. We call this the year of return. And up till now, I'm not feeling any return. unfortunately, what's being spoken about, Canada has issued a warning. The UK has issued a warning.
Kidnapping
in the year of return. So who's going to come back home when this is the kind of news that's going out there? This is the time that I expect government or the Ministry of Tourism, Communications and all that to come together and fall on people like us to craft communications messages that will change the narrative so that the rest of the world will see Ghana not as a place where when you come you will be robbed or things will be and all that, you'll be kidnapped and all that, but to see Ghana as that gateway to Africa. Beautiful sandy beaches, great sunshine all year through, great people, great places to visit,
stable
great
power.
food. Well, that's also another
No
debate.
flooding.
Yeah, well, that's also, these are also other things that we ought to look at. But you see, every country has problems. It is the narrative that will change everything. Sammy, I mean, you may not be the best person for Joy FM, but it depends on how Joy decides to project and speak about you. That is going to make everybody look at you in a different way. Why the Charterhouse asked me to come back? I don't think I'm the best member of staff in that organization, but it's the way the company chooses to project its people that is what is going to make you give me that respect that you think I deserve or otherwise. So we can change our narrative if we want to, and it will take a lot of leadership. It will take a lot of partnerships, and it will take a lot of PPP, public-private partnerships, to make some of these things happen. Our musicians are great talents. Our actors and actresses are great talents. You know, let us find a way to harness their talents to make Ghana great and put Ghana on that map globally.
George Quay, you're a great guy. It's been awesome having you on the show. Well, maybe one day you'll be president. You never know.
You never know that's possible. I mean, with this height. But let me say special thanks to a few people, especially to my wife, Mrs. Pearl Quay of Zenith Bank. You're a star, any and every day. To my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, the rest of the family. To my colleagues at Charterhouse, everybody. Those that I work closely with are Yom and Khadija. If I don't mention their names, they'll kill me. And of course, Lauren is always my darling. Not forgetting Apefa and everybody else. God richly
I'm going to end it with your favorite song from Daughters of Glorious Jesus.
You know, this song touches my heart in too many different ways. And the daughters themselves, they know it.
I see.
When I was going to do my engagement, the DJ didn't have it. I got so angry.
He owes you another gig. Josh Quay, God bless you, my brother. You're an amazing brother, man.
Thank you very
keep
much.
doing what you do best.
Yes, and Saturdays you can catch us live on Showbiz A to Z. We are sitting in for Nasha until she comes back from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. This
has been Drive Time on Joy 99.7. A big thank you to my guest, George Quay, and also the entire team, Adam 90, Philip Nabeku, Sanko Vissel, and on social media. I am Sammy Force, and God bless you.